Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury, and you are live on the ArchieLuxury live stream. Today, guys, we're getting ready for America. And I got to tell you something. I'm absolutely brocus pocus. Absolutely brocus pocus. And I haven't done the e-begging for a long time because I don't really want to do that. But I got to tell you guys, I forked out. Yes, Tanzil paid my ticket to Tanzil paid my ticket to America. However, I had to pay the accommodation myself, and that was $3,200. I should have said put it into Australian. Anyhow, I fucked up. Anyhow, it was only I fucked up how it was billed, and I should have done it the other way, but it is what it is. And I got to tell you guys, any sort of help would be great, particularly by PayPal, because it's fucking hard. Let's run the intro and let's start the show. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury here, and welcome to the show. Guys, we've got a great show lined up for everybody today. So I want to say a big thank you and a big hello. Guys, I have had the moment of reckoning, and fuck, I forked out for my accommodation, and fuck, I've used up the cupboard. It's a number of things. I've actually paid my tax bill. I'm actually happy about that. I'm happy for that. I've paid my tax bill. I have I'm just getting ready now to fuck it. It's just very, at times it can be tough. It can be very tough. This is the way life goes. We've got JJ. Hey, JJ, how are you, my friend?
The cupboard is bare, big boy. The cupboard is bare.
It's not as bad as it sounds. Okay, I paid my tax bill. 22. See, in Australia, our tax year is from 1st of July to June 30. It's halfway through the year. It's different financial years for different countries. So in my own case, the 23 just ended in June, 30 June. I've actually paid my taxes for the year. Done it. Because I was feeling quite wealthy because I had that money sitting in my bank account. But now I've paid it to them. I've paid it to them because I thought, what's the fucking point? I'll do something stupid and spend it. Okay, I'm a spendaholic. Okay, please, I'm a spendaholic. Okay.
So taxes paid. Good start.
Taxes. Okay. I've got a Melbourne trip. I'm taking my son down to Melbourne. I had to pay for 2 air tickets and accommodation in Melbourne. I paid for that as well.
Right. No, none of the Aussie punters are chipping in to get you down there?
No. I want to take my son down. I've had a few personal problems with my son, and I thought it'd be a great trip. He's never been to Melbourne, and I thought it'd be a great trip to get him to have a look around and see some fans and that there to be fantastic.
Yeah. Are you going to pass on the family business when you retire, Arch?
We're looking at it. I'll see if he can do that because the other kids aren't that interested.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'm trying to do, I've also paid for the American accommodation. Yes, Tan paid for my Tan paid for my flight.
Patrick
What
wants
I
to know
should
if
have
I'm in the
said to Tan
bathroom.
was
I'm in
pay
the
my
hallway, Patrick.
accommodation, you know.
Right.
Now, so
But
I
I
got to
thought
be.
Valju said he was paying for your accommodation.
Look, I don't want to hustle anybody. Okay, I don't. It's
Maybe
not the
one
way.
day he could chip in 1 day's worth. 1 day's worth, Archie. Get
Look,
a few people to do 1 day apiece.
Yeah. So basically, it's costing.
Here's a little tip, Arch. Give them the weekend days. They're more expensive.
What's up, guys?
Okay.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how are you, my friend?
Good,
What's
good. How about you
going-
guys? How you guys doing?
Look, I've just had a bit of a realization. It's how do I put this politely? Yeah, life is expensive.
Yeah.
Life is expensive. We got Watch Nicholas and their viewers have just joined our stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hey, Arch.
going.
I'm just walking in. I'm just in my hall. I'm setting up. Give me a few. I'll hop back on when I get settled. All right.
No,
just
that's
wanted to come up.
perfectly okay there. I'm
wanted
just
to come
pinning
keep
the
you company,
PayPal
'cause you
link,
got
guys.
Chrissy.
Anyone could PayPal a little bit. I've had to pay for the accommodation. I'm going to Melbourne, hotels and airfares, and I've paid my taxes. And fuck, I got to tell you this now. I'm kind of brocus pocus. The Magpie, £5. Watch Nick just sent the lick. Hashtag Archieverse, and I'm just going to send him a thank you. Thank you for the link. Hey, how are you, Machine Gun Chris?
Good, man. Can't complain. Just been watching a little bit of college football today. Made some perfect chilly weather today. So good to be fall here in America.
I wanted to ask, a good mate of mine has just bought a new truck himself. Do you like
what?
trucks?
Sorry, you were breaking up. Yeah.
He bought a new truck, a brand new truck. Okay.
What truck did you buy?
GMC.
Hmm.
You know, they're fucking expensive.
They're nice. They're Chevy's luxury brand, basically. They're like Infinity to Toyota, kind of.
Are
Or
they
not
built
Infinity,
well?
Lexus to Toyota. Sorry. Yeah, GMC's built great.
Okay. Now,
But yeah, they're kind of like Lexus to Toyota.
Okay. So Chevrolet, GMC is like a luxury brand. That's what you're saying to me. Is that right?
Chevrolet, yes, sir.
Do you want to see the
It's
truck?
like an upgraded Chevy. Yeah, they're nice trucks. Sure.
Okay. This was actually far more than my BMW, I might add too. Have a look at this.
Very nice.
That's not a cheap truck, you know?
No trucks hardly are cheap these days, though. Any truck in general.
Now, this truck here was 69,000.
Oh yeah, that's about right on par. What was that, a Silverado? Or
I'm
not
not
Silverado?
sure.
I can't think of the GMC name. But it's a luxury version of the Silverado, I believe.
Okay. It's a beautiful truck. It's beautiful.
For sure.
He's paying about $1,000 a month on it. $1,000 a month, 0 down payment. It's quite a long finance term, 7-year loan.
Ooh.
But that at least his payments are manageable, isn't it?
I mean, it depends on his budget, but yeah, you definitely don't want to, stretch yourself on a car payment, for sure.
Yeah, it's it's a beautiful truck. It is a very. I can see the attraction.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, 7 years is a long term, but he's going to try and make it 5. He's going to pay extra to get it down to 5, if he can. But that's a good truck. That's a beautiful truck. You could do a lot with that truck.
Yeah, and they last for years too.
Yeah. He had problems. He had an '08 truck, but it wasn't passing emissions. I don't understand that. So this truck would have no problem passing emissions.
Oh yeah, because it's brand new. It should probably pass automatically, I would think. I would think it wouldn't have a problem passing emissions.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It was 69. He got $8,500 for the
No, wait.
yeah. Yeah, he had the
Okay.
08. He had an 08 truck. It was quite a nice truck. I went in his truck when I was in America. It was a nice
Mm-hmm.
truck. I don't know why it doesn't pass emission. I don't get it. Can you tell me?
What kind of truck did he have before?
It was a GM. I think it was a Silverado or something like that. It was a
Okay.
nice truck still, even though it
It
was an
just depends
08.
on the state. Like some of the states are like really picky about like emissions testing. It just depends on the state and like
Oh, it was
what's wrong with
68,
it.
and he put the trade in. So he did, when it says 0 down, he put his trade in as the deposit, which was 8,500.
Mm-hmm.
So he borrowed 60 US.
Mm-hmm. Which for a new truck, that's kind of on par. Sadly, these days,
That's a lot
unless
of
you go with
money.
like unless you go with like something like a newer Ranger that's like 30s or something like that, truck wise.
It's got,
But you're getting a
it's got
much smaller truck.
it's got the coolest. I'll show you the wheels on this truck. It's got really cool wheels on it. Have a look at this. That's the wheels. Aren't they nice? What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, yeah. GMC makes, like I said, they make a great product. One of my dad's best friends actually is a big diehard GMC guy, and he always buys like a new GMC truck every 2-3 years. Trades him in.
Yeah. Hey, Rancher, how are you?
What's up, Todd?
I have an opinion here, and it's not going to be a popular one. But let me preface my opinion, okay?
Sure.
My grandparents were farmers and ranchers.
Yes, sir.
Generations before that, farmers and ranchers. My great grandfather came.
We had the famous Oklahoma Dust Bowl, didn't we?
Oh, not just that. Before that there was the Oklahoma Land Run. They were there. They were 89ers.
The Oklahoma what? Sorry.
Land Run.
What was
you
the
never heard of Land Run? They used to have these things called books.
Yep.
Okay. So and like I said, so my cousins all had blue jackets. So I kind of have a little skin in the game. And like I said,
blue jackets. You mean they're blue collar workers? Is that what you're saying?
No,
blue jackets?
No. Blue jackets.
Okay. What does that mean?
Future farmers of America.
Okay.
They were, my cousins were all farm kids.
Like homesteading, basically?
No, they went to school, but you could tell it's like instead of like the athletes having the letter jackets, they had blue jackets. Future farmers of America. All through junior high and high school. And animals, livestock, went to the state fair, combining, working on, like I said, they would go to school all day, then study, and then work on the farm. So if you have a pickup and you're leaving your apartment to go downtown to your job, you're a poser. You're a poser. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, but what's wrong with that? But is that any different to someone having this? This truck is more expensive than my BMW. Did you know that? My BMW. So this truck was 69,000, and my BMW was 50.
Well, and they're both probably equally shoddily made. And the thing is, the reason why
no, they're not shoddily made. They're saddled with tech that will break way before the metal.
And shoddily made, just like the BMW, and they're like six figures. Like I said, we had pickups. Like I said, we had pickups growing up, and they were real pickups, and they were used. I'm sorry, but pickups. If there's no animal manure anywhere in the truck, on the truck, in the bed, whatever, even underneath it, even in the wheel well, if it's got droppings, if it's got manure, fine. Farm truck. That's So you're
Okay, so my mom has a F-150 Platinum, but they
Yeah.
use it to their RV. They tow RV with it, so they have a use for it.
okay. That's fine. RV's fine.
RV. You mean like a Razor or something? Is it?
Camper. No, like a camper.
Vehicle.
Oh, a camper. Camper. Okay.
Camper,
Well,
yeah, they go camper.
that's just cost of living. That's just cost of living, isn't it?
Now, also, if you support utility vehicle, let's be honest here, guys. You're basically driving a glorified minivan. You're driving a kid hauler.
Okay.
You're technically not wrong there. I can agree with that.
Technically wrong. You mean, in other words, I'm right.
No, I said technically not wrong with that, is what I'm saying. Technically not wrong with that.
Now, if you're driving around a Silverado, not a Silverado, what's the other one? Damn it. I'm having
Colorado, Silverado, GMC.
No. The big super
Escalade.
long. The Escalade is the luxury version of it.
Denali?
No. The Chevy version. Help me out, guys.
Yeah, the Silverado.
No, not the Silverado.
Or is it the 3500?
No.
Suburban. You mean a Chevy Suburban?
Chevy Suburban, yeah. Now,
Suburban.
yeah. Now, if you have that and it's filled up with kids, God bless you. Good luck. Jesus Christ. Because and you're probably Catholic, frankly, or Mormon.
Oh, I see.
Now, because if that's filled with kids, you need a Silverado. But
okay.
But here's the reason why. Our roads are littered with them, with a bunch of freaking wannabes. That we're driving at the cost of gas. It's tough around the roads. It's makes navigation. It makes driving tough around the roads because you can't see around these monstrosities. It takes up all the parking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No magic force. I'm actually speaking for farmers. So up yours. Drive what you want. Who cares about what you drive? Drive what you want. And and it's just like when gas goes up again, and gas is not going to get more plentiful. It's going to get more expensive.
Okay.
Eventually, and right now, American auto manufacturers are basically shutting down cars. All they want to do
is build trucks.
Yep, because they can make more profit and idiots buy them.
It is a nice vehicle, but don't you think?
It's a nice vehicle, but completely unnecessary. I mean, trucks, pickup trucks are basically work utility vehicles. It's like a panel van. You get a panel van unless you're a tradesman or a pedophile. That's okay. That's kind of off track a little bit, but the same thing. It's just like these are specific uses for that. So, and
do you think the average? You know what the average car payment in America is at the moment?
I'd say $800, $850.
$716.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
I remember when I had my 07 Mustang GT. I bought it brand new back then. It was like $450 a month. I thought that was a lot.
You don't have a car at the moment, Machine Gun, do you?
Yeah, I got the 96 Buick. I got an old grandpa car.
Oh yeah, Buick. I love Buick.
Moreover, you've got the 3.8 V6, right?
Yeah, the 3800.
3800. Mad respect for the 3800. It's the only thing America has. It's one of the few things America has done right and knocked out of the park.
Built like a tank.
Yep, and it will run forever.
Wow.
Well, harmonic balancers notwithstanding, but those aren't
Oh, but by the way, my dad's got a problem with his Mercedes. The thermostat's gone. $2,500.
Ouch. That's German cars though. They're expensive.
Yep.
You think that's normal or what?
For a German car, yeah, I would say. That's why I would always go either like Japanese or American.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah. So look, I got to tell you something. Luxury, a pickup that's a luxury vehicle now, isn't it, or not? That's not it's quite an expensive vehicle. That's a luxury vehicle.
Yeah, I would say because I mean the average cost on pickup trucks now, if you're talking even an F-150, can get upwards of like $50,000-$60,000 or more, depending on what you get.
Sam RX-5, that's why you buy a super. Yeah, yep, I'd agree. And if you don't have the funds, you buy Nissan and you pray real hard every day.
Nissan's not that bad. Is Nissan that bad? Do you think Nissan's that bad or not? I thought Nissan was quite reasonable stuff.
Well, like
No?
I said, good engines, but the trannies. I'm sorry.
Oh, they use that CVT, don't they?
Oh yeah. See, if you get a Nissan, get a freaking manual. Period.
Yeah, I had a Murano for a bit, the SUV, which Clyde was talking about, but the transmission went out on it.
Yep.
CVT.
Oh, you're joking.
No.
Oh,
I'm not even really wild about Toyota CVT, frankly. And John Swatch, stay away from CVT. That's right.
Well, you got no choice. Unfortunately, you have no choice. I don't understand. It's a snowmobile transmission, isn't it?
It's a what?
Snowmobile transmission, CVT. It's like a cone, cylindrical cone.
Yes, but like I said, you see, eventually what's happening? Okay, we're getting really inside baseball, but eventually safety and fuel requirements are in a collision course because and Whiskey Reaper.
Whiskey Reaper.
Yeah.
Truck engine, Toyota truck engines last 350,000.
Oh yeah, and like I said,
that's miles, isn't it? That's miles as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, if you get any like a Tacoma or anything like that, that thing will last like $300,000+ all day long, as long as you keep the oil in it.
Or the sport, you change the oil occasionally when it's not too much of an inconvenience. And the Tundras, more and more people are getting Tundras, but
yes.
If you're getting a sport utility vehicle, you're basically driving a station wagon.
What's wrong with a sport utility vehicle?
It's okay. It's the same thing that's wrong with minivans, and it's the same thing that's wrong with station wagons.
MILFs drive minivans. You know that?
Well, yeah. I'm not. Well, here's the thing, though. People eventually walk away from these, and they try to find other things because they don't seem to realize because eventually they quit becoming cool and they become lame, and they're seen as cliches. Basically, because of the people driving them.
What about a Volvo? You like Volvo?
Volvos are great. They're over-engineered. I mean, I didn't realize. My mechanic who actually taught me in getting Toyota, he basically said, "God, Clyde, I wish you would have kept. You probably should have kept your Volvo."
You had a 240, didn't you?
I had a 244 and a 245.
Wow, 244 and a 245.
Yep.
Good on you.
Both sticks. I actually made my wife learn to drive a stick.
A stick?
Yes.
That's amazing. You had that? What made you sell it? Those Volvos go forever.
Well, eventually, because they do start wearing out, they do require parts, and the parts can be expensive, and the labor is expensive. Basically, Toyota is cheaper. Toyotas are a little bit more reliable.
What sort of tranny did it have? You like a good tranny?
I just told you they had manual transmissions. One had a 4-speed, and the other one had a 4-speed with an overdrive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Clive, what are your thoughts? I've been thinking about purchasing a Fiesta ST with a 6-speed. What are your thoughts on those?
Stay away from Ford. Ford makes terrible vehicles.
Well, you see, the thing is,
they're fun cars.
They make terrible vehicles. Stay away from Ford.
Number one, he's got the right part about getting a manual, because usually with modern cars, it's the transmission that's the weakest link.
You know what a transmission costs?
A couple grand, depending on the car.
Well, no, if it's a CVT, like $6,000 or $7,000.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And they'll go out after 100,000 miles. On the other hand, a manual might. A Ford Taurus HHO, well, yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson actually said that was one of the most fun cars he's ever driven. and that's from the guy from Top Gear.
Yeah. The SHO?
No, the Fiesta ST, the smaller one.
Yeah. But keep in
with
mind,
the turbo and the 6-speed.
But keep in mind, though, I would rather listen. I mean, I'd rather listen to Scotty Kilmer than Jeremy Clarkson. Yeah, Clarkson's driven them all, but
he's egotistical.
Yeah, he can be, but he tells it like it is, though.
But
yeah,
but he's when all you get to do is drive brand new cars. When you're done, you hand them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something you don't really have the full. You really don't have the full experience. Who you really best person to ask for advice on what kind of car? Ask a tow truck driver.
True. Fuck me dead. You're a very clever guy, Clivers.
That just makes sense.
It's like asking an attorney.
Exactly.
Wow, that's clever.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yep. So tough love if it wasn't Rancher. The only thing is, and like I said, so SUVs. I mean, I have nothing wrong with SUVs because whatever. But even though they are basically glorified pick,
did you see Bondage's comment? Sometimes you need that for the snow.
I live in the
Oklahoma.
South.
That's why I thought about the Fiesta, because it's front-wheel drive, so it can handle the snow.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive is going to be better than that, but all-wheel drive is going to be better.
Except on the other hand, it's more expensive, more parts.
It's more to fuck up. It's more to fuck up, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. There's a super chat.
You've got a super chat. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah. Patel Philippe, $5. Best bang per buck day date can include vintage or modern. I reckon the sweet spot would be an 18238. That's what I would say is the sweet spot, because these were double quick set. They were double quick set. They were
solid bracelets.
They were also, so these came out in the late 80s, 90s until early 2000s when the double one. The way you can tell them apart, how do you know if it's a double one or a 1/8 instead of a double 1/8? Normally, the side of them is matte. The top on the side is matte, whereas on the double one, it's actually polished. It's polished. That's
where are these generally at price-wise? Like mid-teens, low 20s?
And what I do love, but is that on the double 1/8s, they have the revised bracelet clasp. I've always thought that was a weak point on the day dates. And the thing is, the double ones, apparently the early double ones didn't have this newer bracelet. So just be aware of that. Because I have heard of double 1/8s having the older clasp. So just be aware of that, because you don't want to buy that one for the clasp and then, oh, okay, well, it's an earlier one and it doesn't have the clasp. You got the old clasp. So just be aware of that. That's all I'm saying. Just be aware of that. So yeah, that's the way it is. That's the way it goes, Clivers.
Right. Anyway, I just wanted to get on because there's a lot. God damn, there's a lot of posers around here. I'm sorry, there just is.
Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking a bit of pride in having a nice truck. I get it. I get it. A nice truck.
What he's trying to say is,
yeah,
if I can put it succinctly, Clyde, and I agree with you, Clyde. He's trying to say you should ask yourself, why the fuck do I need a truck?
Well, what happens if you want to move house? With the housing problem,
how often does that happen? You go rent one.
That works against you. You find a friend with the truck. You don't want to be the guy with the truck because you're the guy that everyone else then looks up and says.
You can pick up chicks with trucks. Did you know that?
Yeah, but those are hefty
chicks.
You're not really into that. Just admit it. You don't want the chick that you have to have a truck to pick up. You just admit
You
it.
can pick up chicks with a nice truck, okay?
Come on.
Now the leads, rent a truck for 24 hours only. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's
You
funny.
rent-
Back home in South Carolina,
Oh,
we had something called the Ainer League.
Lib's always trying to tell everyone else what the fuck to do. Let's talk abortion, shall we? You think conservatives are trying to tell people what to do? Come on, pull your head out
I
of
got
your
another
ass.
picture of the truck. Do you want to see the truck? I got another picture. Do you want to see his truck? Do you want to see another one? It's a Sierra. This is a Sierra truck. I fucking am in love with it. You know what? Can I tell you something? As a BMW driver, I've actually just fallen in love with, look at this truck. It's fucking amazing. Now, what sort of engine? This would be a V8? Would this be a V8?
More than likely, yeah.
Ugly, isn't it? Isn't it ugly?
No, but look at the beautiful. It's like a semi-trailer. Look at that. You could almost look at that big bonnet.
It's almost like saying this is a gorgeous looking brick. I mean, what?
I thought it's quite a 6.2 V8. Fuck, is that diesel or petrol?
Well, and again, they're just
Would that be
pretending.
diesel? Would
They're
that be
not really-
diesel in the truck
They're not
like
really.
this?
They're not really trucks. I'm sorry. They had real trucks when I was growing up, and you're lucky if you got a.
BJ,
You're lucky if you got
sorry?
AM. They had AM radio. You're lucky
it's
if you got
gas.
AM.
That's gasoline. That's gasoline. It's a gasoline vehicle.
My dad had a truck before I was born, apparently, and it was for hauling junk.
I don't think you'd want to get this truck dirty, but would you?
Is your name actually Lamont?
I don't like what you're trying to say about me right now.
420
You big
horsepower.
dummy.
Fuck. That is a beautiful truck. You see the beauty to it, Doc?
No,
No?
not even at all.
I'll
say that it's like a blah vehicle, and then they put some nice wheels on it. That's what I see.
Yeah.
I see a rather unattractive vehicle with some nice wheels on it.
Unattractive vehicle with nice wheels on it.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. I think this. Look. It may not be my genre, right?
Try this
Could
trick.
you put that in a
cover?
Could you put that in
the
your
wheels? Cover.
Yeah.
Put wheel covers on it like you're going to spray paint it. Cover the wheels and ask yourself: is the vehicle still attractive?
There's a super chat.
Just do it visually
Here we
in
go.
your mind.
ABC 2 pounds. FOIFS First Omega in Florida studio.
That's where the moon landing was filmed. Potentially was in the Florida studio. I think that's what he's referencing there.
Gotcha.
My friend who bought this, so he traded his old truck in. That's a good deposit, and he's paying it off. He's paying it off over 7 years. That's okay, isn't it?
It tells you that not only are you buying this thing, but you can't afford it either.
Four doors, more
Ramsey. Would Dave Ramsey be upset or not?
But
fuck Dave Ramsey. Life's too short to drive boring cars.
You're buying a truck that you don't need, and you can't afford it either.
Yeah, but it is beautiful. Come on.
That's a brutally long.
If you're blind,
not a real truck. Not a real truck. Not a real truck. I'm sorry. They had real trucks when I was growing up, and this is not one of them.
Trucks now have all the amenities. Trucks are for becoming things for soccer moms.
Super chat from CB, $5. The vehicle I enjoy driving the most is my Ford Raptor.
I have a friend's office manager. She was having a single kid, one kid. And so for that one kid, she had to get essentially one of these large things in the form of a Cadillac Escalade for one kid. One kid.
Which is bullshit.
And of course, she insisted that it wasn't a choice. She had to do it because she
Oh,
had
I
now a
thought-
kid.
They all do because they don't have F-150 Raptor.
When I was a kid,
The
We had a
Raptor's a good
station
truck. I like
wagon.
this.
I got to be honest with you. I love the Raptor. Dave Ramsey loves Raptors. You know that? I love the Raptor, the Ford Raptor. They're expensive. Those Raptors. Oh, you know, Madman's got a Raptor. Madman, my friend Madman, he's got a Raptor. They're beautiful vehicles. They're not as heavy
one of my
duty as this, but they're a great vehicle. He's got a
one of my
black-
buddies down in Raleigh has one. He's got it souped up, like 800 horsepower on his. It's crazy.
This is
freebie to
420
Rolex, by the
horsepower.
way. They can put anything they want up there in terms of transporting things to the moon using probes. So the fact that they bring something back after they put it there is no big deal. Sorry, I had to say it.
Hmm.
Back to trucks.
Well, and yeah, like I said, kids were transported in trucks when I was growing up, but we were in the back, and that's the way we liked it.
Where you could get tossed out and they didn't even have concerns about
We
safety.
got Jason M, $10. It's Saturday night, boys. Order up a round of cocktails. Tell me what watch do you think would go beautifully with this truck?
An Apple
Panorama.
Watch.
I'm serious. What do you think would go with this truck?
I'm serious too.
And I'll show you. I got a picture. I'm going to show you something that I think is fucking amazing. I'm just about to do a review. And so his truck there, it's very much the white accents. Do you agree?
Yes. Oh, Patrick,
Okay.
3 on the tree
I
is for
thought
me, man. Absolutely.
I thought it was a white truck.
No, but what I'm saying is you want to match it. We're going to do some pairing. I'm going to show you something fucking amazing. This would go with
Oh, I
that
see.
truck.
You get a white dial.
Look at this. Look at this. What do you think? What the fuck? Look at this. White dial. Speak of white dials. Daytona, Paddock 5711, or a Milgauss. Clive, you had the Milgauss, Clive. You had the Mille. You
Yep.
had the Mille.
Yep.
White dials matter. Look at this, Clivis. Look at this. What white dial would match that
No,
truck?
no,
You know what
no,
I
no,
reckon?
no,
The
no,
Milgauss white
no.
dial.
Well,
Get
you
a
got
all of
fucking
those-
Milgauss.
As usual, you got it wrong. It's black dials matter. Black dials matter. It's white dial
all
privilege.
those
White dial
all
privilege.
those-
Black dials matter.
all those watches are far more luxurious than that truck. You need to.
Well, what would you match with the truck? What would you match? I
Probably-
reckon the Milgauss.
Well, you need to
because
bring it
it's
down.
a
You need to bring it
workhorse.
down.
It would also have. You'd also be paying this bastard off over 7 years, wouldn't you?
Well, that's
much.
just because you're getting ripped off. That still doesn't make it a luxury vehicle just because you're getting ripped off.
Kelsowitz has got it. A Mille is a watch everyone buys and sells once they realize.
I'm gonna have a drink. Do you mind if I have a drink? I've been paid to have a drink.
No,
I'm gonna-
not who's paid you to take a drink, guys. If you want Archie to take a drink, you pay the man.
Oh, Jason
take the
M, $10. It's Saturday night, boys. Order up
Okay,
a round of cocktails.
you have been paid to take a drink. All right, very good.
Yeah, he
What
keeps
should I
track of that.
Should I cheapen or expensive? What do you think? It's a luxury show. Let's get
Well,
something good.
Since you're getting excited about this luxury pickup truck, so you should probably have a beer.
That is true.
I think I'll go and get.
Beer does go with
Yep,
trucks.
good point, Doc.
Down south of where I'm from, like South Carolina, it's normal for everybody and their brother to have a truck. Literally, even if they don't use it for work.
But also, when they're
Even if they-
splurging, they have their favorite beer.
Yeah.
So
We got another super chat coming in now. Thank you so much, guys. We really do appreciate it. If you want us to continue truck talk, please keep those super chats.
Or if you want us
coming
to
in.
move on to something else, Move on.
I came on to save you
Or-
guys from Truck Talk. I thought maybe the CEO had taken the night off, and this was sort of a rogue experience here that you're just talking trucks. And somehow that's luxury.
Cheers.
Councilwood's had a great point that just got stepped on.
Even a Rolls Royce truck doesn't really work.
The Mille is the watch that
the Cullinan, yeah.
Yeah, I love the Cullinan. I think they're really.
Of course you do.
Cheers.
But it
Cheers.
doesn't work. What are you drinking?
Glenlivet 12.
That's
a nice
not at
whiskey.
the level. That's not at the level of a pickup truck. Hey, what did we drink in Vegas? What was that? What was that you had in Vegas that we drank in your room?
Oh, that was that whiskey. Wasn't it beautiful? I gave you the bottle,
I know,
didn't
but
I?
gave me a bottle? No.
Did I give you a bottle?
Oh, you offered it. You offered it, but I couldn't bring it on the plane.
Yeah.
You offered it. You did offer it. That was good though. That was some good stuff. I'm not a big drinker, but that was some good stuff.
Eric L., if you can afford the gas for the truck, that's luxury. Yeah, that's true. They are expensive to run.
And that's before
8 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, but what's the point of working? You work your ass off. What's the point of all this? If you can't have a fucking truck, I deserve a truck.
Well,
only to pull a cattle trailer. Also, if you deserve the truck, then read the fucking super chat.
Okay, we got a super chat here. CB, $10. Salute, Archie.
Yep. Gas ain't going to get cheaper either, but yeah, that's fine.
I just don't understand it. That
RPM,
people
you can
who
make a lot
seem to
more
me
with a journeyman ticket than with 4-year degree. Yeah, I would agree with that. But the thing is, if that's the case, then you would have lettering on the side of your truck. That's and that's
The people who get trucks now are the same people who don't want to get dirty.
Yep. Magpie. He's been a member for 4 months.
We've got Magpie membership for 4 months. Never seen a white dial Milgauss before. Oh, Cliver's had one. Magpie, these are fucking beautiful. They are beautiful. They came out originally. You had the black dial and they had a white dial. They were a sleeper, an absolute sleeper. Clive, I remember when you had one. I just thought they were the most fucking beautiful. It was just so special. Doesn't have the GV glass. It's just original. Fucking beautiful, Clivers. Absolutely fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful, Clive.
Yeah, but trouble with the Faraday cage and everything else, they are chunky monkeys, though. I will say that.
1019 is nicer.
Yep, I will agree. Now, and again, while we're sitting here being idiots, the doc goes out and just one-ups us and orologically dick slaps us because then he goes out and gets the original Mille. So, just like smartly, that's, yep.
I appreciate that, but I couldn't go get the real original because those are just crazy expensive.
Well, the one you got still.
But I like the one I got because it's a little more subtle. It's like what every OP should have been. 38 to 39 millimeter and sleek classic proportions. I don't know. I love it. I should wear it today.
Yeah. And again, Kelson, his point was, I think he's had one before. He said it's the watch that everyone gets and then sells. They realize how shitty it is to wear. Kelson says,
what do you mean? What the fuck do you mean by that? I love my Milgauss. Honestly, Clivers, I want it back, Clivers.
It's like wearing a brick.
You have?
I had the blue Z blue, so it wears the same as the white. You know that.
Now the white wears a little bit more flippantly.
It's like wearing a black bay.
How could it possibly wear differently?
Different bracelet size. Yeah, I'm just totally bullshitting you.
But It's like wearing a black bay though. It's fat. It's chunky. It's
Yeah,
it's huge.
it's a chunky monkey, and it's supposed to be because that's the point of it. It's supposed to resist electric. And the thing is, people getting it, and it's just like, well, let's see. Are you a scientist? Do you work around magnetic fields more than the average person? No. So, but you could understand how watch enthusiasts would get a truck when it's just they're going from their house in the suburbs to the job downtown.
What a fucking perfect pair. A white dial Milgauss and a fucking GMC truck.
Oh, I thought you were talking about hot.
Both of them are equally unnecessary.
I thought you were talking about hot seat.
What's the point?
The point is we're willing to roll along spiritual lines. Sorry.
That is the point. What is the question of what's the point? Both of them are equally unnecessary. I mean, you don't really need a Milgauss as the rancher's pointing out, and you definitely don't need that truck.
Right. John Swatch, the perfect poser pair.
Come on, Clivers. Work with me.
I'd rather work against you. Working against you is kind of my thing. I mean, I'll work with you every once in a while, but it's just like, it's a very special episode I'm working with you. My usual.
You knew it was a slam dunk when he came on.
Yeah. Don't all Rolexes have that anti? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading free comments. My bad. This is not the Archie Necessity channel. Well, guys, if you want Clivers off, then super chat Archie $100.
I love the Clivers. Clivers, what's wrong with the truck and that Milgauss, man? What's pairing? It's pairing. Clivers, it's pairing. What the fuck is wrong with that Milgauss and the truck? I think that's a perfect pair.
Perfectly unnecessary.
What do you mean by unnecessary? I'm an American. I'm proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free.
No. You're a Texas Longhorn, but you're not an American, oddly enough.
I tell you this now. Why do you need to take someone who's worked hard? Okay. They're going to work hard for the next 7 years to pay this bastard off. Right?
Yeah, they're right, or at least.
Okay.
And to pay the insurance. And yeah.
It's a fucking beautiful truck. It's beautiful, Clive.
Blondie also has a perfect. I'll put hot seats up against Blondie's any day. Sorry.
Oh, the guy with the truck has just come back to me. What a bunch of miserable cunts. Once you get used to driving a truck, you'll never go back to a tiny little shitter, especially an eco shitbox MR2 or Silica. Comfort, visibility, safety, and 420 horsepower. That's the bottle I bought you, Luggerville 16. My next watch will be a Polar Explorer 2. You fucking bet. It's America, for fuck's sake. Do you understand that or you don't? Do you understand?
Sadly enough, I do.
Well, he does bring up a good point about safety. If you're in a head-on collision and you're in one of these, well, actually, you're better off in a vehicle that's not a truck, because trucks get away from some of the safety standards by law.
Yep.
But generally speaking, you'll survive more readily in a truck than you will in, say, a compact car.
I'm proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free. I'm proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free.
Super chat.
I'm proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free.
God, it's even worse than Mark.
Super chat. We got super chat in. Malik Diamond, $10. Archie and panel, 3 for the rest of your life. 1 steel, 1 two-tone, 1 full gold Rolex. Fuck me dead, Malik. You have nailed it.
Submariner for still?
Okay, so what I would say is no. Here we go. Let me throw my
have
hat in the
mine.
ring. I would go Explorer 2 Polar as steel. Two-tone bluesy, and solid gold. You know what I would go for solid gold? This is if I had a choice in life. I'd go for a fucking 40 mil day date. JJ LeCoute style. JJ style. Okay, Clivers, you give me your 3 Rolexes for life.
Well, it doesn't say, no. It doesn't say 3 Rolex.
It doesn't
3
say
for the rest of
Rolex.
life. 1 full
He
gold
just
Rolex.
knows.
Okay.
He just knows. Otherwise, you're going to say Lariques, 3 Lariques for the rest of your life.
No, I would. Well, okay. I'll leave Lyric out of it. I will say an Explorer 40, a two-tone. God, I hate to say this. I really hate to say this, but probably the bluesy as well. As for the full gold Rolex, I would try to find. I kind of like the Vice President. If I could find a gold date just on a gold bracelet, and they're still out there, they still exist. I'd rather get the Vice President.
Good point, Sunshine. Good point.
Thank
Can
you.
I just say this to you, Clivers?
You just did.
I want to say this to you.
You said it again.
Yes.
I want to say this.
Yes.
I really want to say this to you, Clivers. I reckon you'd go for your Mexican day date as a solid gold. As a steel, in your case, I would go for that white Milgauss. And as a two-tone, purple Submariner. What do you think of that idea, Sunshine?
Yeah, I still like the VP.
You like the VP?
Yeah.
Fuck, you're picky. He's picky. You can't say he's not picky, can you?
I'd say a gold date just is probably less picky. There's a super chat right there. Another super chat.
Super chat. We love a super chat. Here we go. Super chat. Malik Diamond, $20. Archie, have another drink or two. Thank you. Thank you so much. I fucking will. I will have a drink because I fucking need it, Clive.
Yep.
You know, I might even have a tequila. I got some really expensive tequila. That'll go with the pickup. What do you reckon, Clivers? Fuck it. Fuck it, Clive. Fuck it. Fuck you. Fuck it.
Hawkeye Pierce once said.
By the way, Clive, just out of interest, I haven't drinking alcohol in many weeks. Fuck, I get an alcohol rush. You know that when you first time you hit the bottle up?
Absolutely.
Fuck me dead. It feels amazing,
Well, actually,
Clive.
yeah, I vaguely remember it.
I want to puke. I'll be puking my guts out by the end of the show.
Well, then
vomit. Speaking of vomit, remember Air Canada? You know, someone got thrown off an Air Canada flight because they refused to sit in vomit. Did you know that?
Well, they kind of figure.
What is with vomiting? I want to know about vomit.
Well, you thought vomit was bad. They had a flight that was leaving from Georgia to Europe, and it had to turn back because of diarrhea.
Malik Diamond, 30 for 30 months. Rolex. Doc, BBW. I want to hear the 3 pieces. Solid gold, two-tone. Solid gold, two-tone steel. Give me your 3 combo meal deal. Hunger Buster. Paid a lot of money. Let's get it done now. Come on.
Can you hear me?
Super chat.
Patel Philippe, $5. Thoughts on the Patek Philippe 5330G? Okay, let's get this baby up on the screen because this is the sponsor, Clivers. By the way, guys, I overestimated my costs. A PayPal donation would help me rejig things.
You mean you underestimated your costs?
That's the one, Clivers. Fuck, that booze is hitting me. One lousy scotch and I'm as drunk as a skunk, Clivers. Why? How does that work? It's almost worth not drinking alcohol just to get the rush on the first splurge.
Right. Well, yeah,
What do you
because
think
your
of that?
tolerance is, yeah, you haven't used that muscle. Your tolerance has gone down.
It's we got Watch Lounge is back. Watch Lounge is back. We got him back. He's got his pickup. I want to say to you, I want to say this to you. I want to hear it from you, Doc. Give me your 3 pieces. Quick, 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 Doc. Quick, 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 quick.
So, mine is going to be controversial. I'm going to go
Say
4-digit
it.
Daytona as my steal. 4-digit Daytona. I'm going to go with I'm going to go 2-tone nipple dial, purple bluesy, and then I'm going to come back with a full gold, also 4-digit Daytona. That's my 3.
Say that again. Full gold Daytona. Nipple dial
gold.
sub as 2-tone.
And steel Daytona. Sorry, it's Daytona heavy.
Holy shit. You know trucks, right? You get fucks with trucks. Did you know that? You get a fuck. You get a fucks with trucks. You know that, don't you? You get a fuck
Yes.
with a truck. You know this? You get fucks with the trucks. Look at CB's personal truck. Fuck me dead. I love it in the mat. You know what? I ain't covering up those wheels. This is cool, 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 sunshine. Look at this Ford pickup.
I like the Raptors. They're cool trucks.
This is it's not a cool. This
RPM
is very
says-
cool. Look at that.
RPM says reduced tolerance to alcohol may suggest fatty liver syndrome. The leads also says Blondie has 2 nipple dials. I didn't realize she had the old Rolexes.
Holy fuck. Look what Clive is. Look what I just came in here. This is from Patel Philippe. I'm bringing this up on the screen, bringing this bad boy up on the screen for you guys to have a look at. Look at this paddock. 5330. Fuck me dead. Purple dial. You're talking about purple in the bluesies. Fuck me dead. What about a real purple, Doc? What about a real purple, hey? What about that, Doc? That's purple. That is purple penis pimple picker. Purple penis pimple picker.
I'll admit it's nice. I'd rather have
It's
my
beyond nice, Clive. Look at this fuck.
I'd rather have my Rolex purple dialed nipple sub. Yes. Sorry.
CB, $20.
Not that that's not nice.
Look at the Raptor I had years ago. This is a Roosh. Oh, that was a Roosh. Fuck me dead. It was a Roosh. That's a legendary Raptor.
Yeah, that's a lot better than a Raptor.
Oh yeah, the Rouse. I actually met Jack Rouse in person. He's a cool guy. I got his autograph.
It's like
Super chat.
It's like calling somebody's Porsche a VW.
Tomas, $10. Apple Watches my daily and Rolex Day Date Solid Gold as a one and done. Rolex.
Yeah.
I got to go buy some ammo, and I'll be right back.
Cat in the Hat. Yeah, I had a sport utility before, way back in the day. Back married, 2 small children. So I had this enormous St. Bernard. Isuzu Rodeo, and it was like.
Did you finish law school then, Clive?
Yeah, just finished law school. Now there is something I will say. There is something you're up higher than everybody else. That was before pickups were quite as predominant as they were, and it does kind of feel. It gives the illusion of being safer.
But, yeah, no, it's not necessarily. It's not necessarily safer because your center of gravity is much higher.
Yeah.
But you know,
turn it, and then the thing is, you almost.
Why do you think Formula One cars are so low? Because they like doing that? No, it's because the center of gravity is very it makes it stick to the road like shit to a blanket.
Oh yeah.
The only thing is, you know what's happened
Like
in recent
shit to a
times?
blanket? Where the okay?
They had software. You know software, Clive. You
Yeah.
know software.
I know
They
software.
have a
Do you know
amazing
hardware?
software that makes the car stick.
There's also a
the
super
road.
chat from your boss.
Super chat. Patel Philippe $5. Archie, name the watch that fiked you off the most when Clive showed up with a cheap Charlie deal and you were envious beyond control. Actually, I don't get envious of Clive. I don't get envious anymore. I start sneezing when I'm drunk, by the way. Did you notice that, Clive? Just a little tilt.
No, I had not. Now here, okay, which one got you more were you more envious of in the past?
I got to be honest with you. The thing that cheesed me off was that Air King you pulled out of that deal. That wasn't really nice.
Yeah, because you're going to slow pay me, but you're going to
paid you money. You
you're
were
gonna-
holding the watch's security.
You're going to pay someone else up front. So basically, you're going to slow pay your friends, slow pay everyone else, but suck a merchant's cock. You know, just whatever.
But you were holding the watch. It wasn't like you had free use of the watch.
That means I had to sit there and also do your accounting for you as well. And it's extra special deal.
You have no friends. Clivers.
Also, you remember the when Charlie sold me the Explorer, the 14270 real cheap?
Yeah, great watch.
Yeah, great watch.
Great watch.
Yep,
Great watch, Clive. Great watch. It does less than nothing for me, but it was a great watch.
It was. It was.
I love you. You know that? You're a good man, Clive.
I appreciate that. You have your moments too, as well. You've done your.
Let me ask you this, Clive. Would you ever get a pickup? You're anti-pickups, aren't you?
Yeah, because I'm not a poser. I'm sorry. I'm just
Tell
not
me
a
this.
poser.
The
Now,
clients you represent, what percentage of your clients have pickups?
Most.
Would you take a lien on a vehicle
No.
as payment?
No,
Do you
because I
take
don't
title
do
loans? Do you do title loans?
No, I don't. You're not allowed to do title loans in my state. There is a.
Here we go. Patel Philippe, $5. He says, Archie, why did you have reservations of the Bark Day Clyde first commissioned your opinion on? It was aftermarket Bark. I tried to steer you away from it, but you wouldn't listen, would you? You never listened to me.
What?
You never listen to me, do you?
Sorry? What?
Never. Look at this. This is an 1807. I like a nice Bark watch.
Yeah, Chris,
you got your money. You got your money back. You were okay. You got your money back. You were okay, weren't you?
Yep.
You didn't really care. Lesson learned. Move on.
Well, that's actually what resulted in me getting the 321.
Selling the Bark.
Let me rephrase that. My first 321.
I'm not jealous. I wish you well, Clive. I'm glad you've done well. Okay.
Likewise, and I have to admit, though, I might have at times. I don't know if I envy you or pity you. I think it kind of bounces back and forth.
I know the feeling, Clivers.
Yep. The Chinese on Volvo. The offices in Sweden are for show, says Form Classes. Form Classes, I like your... Yeah. Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm trying to think, like I said, the one I would get most excited about, again, the Rolex. The only one I really want is the Explorer 40. But the way they're going right now in the games, I
hate the games. Games. Fuck the games.
Have you been able to try on the new Explorer 40, Clive?
There's a super chat.
Thank you, Clive. We love a super chats. That keeps us going full time on YouTube. Patel
And
Philippe.
by us, we mean you.
Patel Philippe, $5. Archie, when Clyde got the Parmigiani Fleuras, aka Pizza Hut shitters, did you think the councillor's mind had finally flown the chicken coop? Yeah, that was a weird purchase. You went into some weird stuff, Clivers.
Stuff that you may not agree with, but I kind of think a lot of times you're playing it safe. You're the pontiff. The pontiff is the leader, not the follower. The pontiff sets the example. He doesn't follow. He leads the flock. He does not follow the flock.
Yes. I totally agree with you, Clive.
And right now, the watch market, I don't even know what the fuck is up with the watch market.
What's happening? Tell me what's happened.
No, I don't know. I literally don't know. It seems like well, there's always the same amount of fuckery. There always is. But if you want the watch sellers, if you're wanting to buy a watch, then oh my god, everything, this is so rare, this is so exclusive, this is so in demand. But if you're trying to sell a watch or trade a watch, it's like, well, things aren't not exactly the best right now. It's just like everyone talking, they're talking out of both sides of the mouth, as they always do. Of course, that's also okay. Okay, Forbes, that was a good one. Actually, that was okay. You made me stop thinking about that one. But
go on, tell me.
I don't know. I just don't know if what I'd be looking at right now. I'm not sure.
Would you buy Rolex?
At MSRP? See, the thing is, that's the safest thing to do. The downside is that's also the safest thing to do. So you want to wait in line, be treated like a schmuck, like the soup Nazi. It's like Rolex is the soup Nazi.
Yes.
So you're paying in line, being dehumanized, paying all that money for basically the same watch that everyone else has. I mean, it's a bad watch. Don't get me wrong, but
What do you think really is happening with the market? Is this a sign that we're returning to normal? This is going to be a geeky hobby. Are we going to be the same as train collectors or diecast model collectors? What do you think the answer is?
See, I don't know, because right now I kind of think the world is kind of teetering on the edge. Frankly, I'm not confident about anything right now.
You're not keen on it?
No, I'm not. No, there's Patel Philippe again.
Interesting point there. Very interesting. We've got a super chat from our boss. Patel Philippe, $5 says, Archie, when Clyde replaced his sub with an aftermarket Kermit bezel, which spawned Kermit that gate, did you think he would admit his love for mods and Matlock? That's an interesting thing there. I didn't think... I thought... I just can't believe he was suckered into it.
What? It was not an aftermarket Kermit bezel. It was legit. That's just Tanzil. That's just him being a dickhead. He was a dickhead originally, trying to say, Kermit Gate. Because I had an insurance appraisal done on it, and they listed it as a Kermit. They didn't list it as a... Okay, Golden Baba has a super chat.
We like Golden Baba. He's a good friend of mine. Golden Baba, $2. Which is safer, being in Mexico or collecting RM? Fuck me dead. What does he mean by that? Have you ever owned an RM? Have you ever handled an RM?
No, I've never seen one. I have never seen one. Okay, Richard Mille is like rap music. It confuses and angers me.
It's one of those things you have to handle in person, though. Personally, like I was one of the people that was first against it when I before I first started at Luxury Bazaar, but the more I handle it, the more I can see why people love it too.
I would say, like, and keep in mind, I'm like 2 states. I'm there. We've got Texas between us and Mexico, and I would definitely say collecting RM.
Yeah.
Wow. You reckon? That's a pretty big thing to say there, Clive.
Mexico is fucking deadly. Are you kidding? The gangs,
RM.
the gangs are running the place.
Yeah. What the fuck's going wrong in Mexico? They make BMWs there too, by the way.
Okay. Well, it's because the non-ending American appetite for drugs has that weak government, weak corruption. I mean, with a lot of corruption, and the cartels are running everything. They have enough, more firepower, more guns, more money, more this, more that, and yeah.
Wow, Clive, I've got to tell you something. I find it a little bit concerning that Mexico, you would actually say living in Mexico could possibly be safer than having an RM. What's the risk for an RM? You lose money. You lose money. So
no,
what?
I think he said RM, right?
Yeah, RM by far.
Patel Philippe, $5. Need advice on a Patek 5565 A01 for a friend. That's the Aquanaut. Clivers, you used to have that, didn't you?
5565
A.
No,
That's the one you had.
some.
Oh shit, 5565. That's the Calatrava. Fuck.
That's all right. It's nice.
Steel. This is
not
a
steel, or is it steel or is it platinum?
It was a limited edition they ran on these fucking things. No, it's steel because
God,
it's an A reference. That's what Patek uses for.
I like the looks of it. I like the looks of it, but
you like the look of it?
Yeah, I do. I like the looks of the dial. Now here's the other thing. How important is the dial to you versus the movement? And this is an argument I have with Bill Sanders all the time because it's like, for instance, he thinks the Tissot
horny. The Tissot horny?
That's my line, but thank you. The Tissot.
It's a good line, don't you think?
Oh, it is a great. I thought it was a great line, but off the
Tissot horny.
Tissot horny.
Tissot horny.
Oh, Tissot. Anyway, but the small seconds. But it is and he loves the movement. It's a great movement, but it's just like
it is a great movement, Clive. It's a great movement.
The trouble is you can get that movement in a lot of watches, and that's just a lazy half-ass dial. I'm sorry, but I don't think
lazy.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night.
Hey, we wish you a happy. We hope you get finance approved for a very nice pickup truck in the not too distant future.
No pickups for me. Not in the city. It will more than likely be a car. But thank you though.
What, you don't want to get a pickup in the city like everybody else?
No. Like I said, like a Fiesta ST, something like that. Probably something kind of fun to drive around. So, anyways, we'll see you guys later. Thanks, Archie, for having me on.
Hey, it's an honor to have you on, man. We love it, okay?
Honor to be here. Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good one, guys.
Rob Filmer says, looks like a lawn, jeans. And, yep. Now, are you talking? Oh, yeah, you're talking. Yeah, well, it's the dial. It's the style of the dial of the Patek. And you're right, there is a lawn jeans sector dial, I think, that looks like that. And I think it's an attractive looking watch.
Yeah, even JLC has a bit of a sector dial it's got that vibe happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. This would be very expensive. I don't know if it's for me. I don't really. I just got standard tastes, Clivers. I really just have.
You see something like that though. It's either
boring taste.
That's either like that's either like a party favor to like their big fish.
You can do party tricks.
What? Well, it's something that they hand out for their whales. Those sort of the special edition pieces, or they're the ones that they sell for a super duper limited exclusive extra. And I'm just not.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, Clive, it is a very interesting thing. This is a nice watch, but I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of fucking done with dress watches now. Please don't tell Tan.
That's right.
I just feel,
Now, on the other hand,
Clive, I just feel that I just feel that I just feel, Clive, that with this watch here, it doesn't do much for me. It's just, it's nice, a steel Calatrava. Okay, yeah, but if I wanted a steel dress watch, I'd just buy a JLC.
Okay. You think you'd like it, but you look at it and you don't feel anything. I call that an in theory watch.
You don't feel any love for it. You know what I'm saying, or not?
Yeah, it's an in theory watch. In theory, I should love this watch, but I don't.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, well, no, perfectly. No, I felt the same thing about the PEMRI base logo or the Zero. There's everything I thought I liked, everything I espoused, but I would put it on and just felt dead, cold, nothing towards it.
You know what I mean, don't you, or not?
Oh yeah, perfectly. And I think that's the one thing in the hobby that people overlook. They're so busy following hype. They're so busy checking out their look at resell and wholesale and da-da-da sale, but they ignore, how does this make me feel? How do I like it? Do I really like it? All right, there's Tanzil again.
Tanzil, he's pretty cool. Tanzil is very cool, and he always backs us, which is important. Tanzil's saying, please pull up luxury to last thin and read the description. Tan, this is kind of embarrassing.
How's it embarrassing? Okay. Now you've got
just embarrassing. Fuck me. I was just testing shit. It's just embarrassing. Fuck me dead.
Oh, okay. Yours, in other words. Okay. Yeah. The Society for
Thin Dress Watches, is a modern movement which aims to bring back the popular. I mean, who the fuck wants to wear girl-sized watches? Since the 90s, quality Swiss manufacturers has moved towards larger size watches. Whilst this trend is acceptable for casual fashion, the downside has been the acceptance of the large formal dress watch. The aim of the Society for Thin Dress Watches is to educate men into realizing this is a sartorial mistake. With education, we can bring the popularity of the wafer-thin dress watch back from Patek, VC, and AP. I got to tell you, Clive, you know what? I think girl-size watch. I was trying to sell girl-size watches that I needed to pump and dump this stuff before it went toxic. I'm out of it now, Clive. I got to be honest with you. I don't actually.
Then why do you still have the sign up?
Sorry?
Why do you still have the sign up?
I just can't be bothered taking it down.
And Patrick B, I love Thin West watches, being honest. Now, okay, but Archie, is it the fact that you were just being duplicitous and just cynically trying to take advantage, or is it maybe the fact that you're just a little bit too far ahead of your time?
Yeah, you could say that, Clive. It's just
if you're one step ahead of everyone, you're a prophet. If you're 2 steps ahead of everyone, you're a martyr.
100% right, Clive. It's
Norman Colossus, go thin and win.
Go thin and win. Yeah. I got to tell you, I don't know if I actually want to wear thin dress watches. I'd be honest, I live in a hot country. Where do I want to spend my time? In Asia. I want to go to Asia. I want to go to Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Kuala fucking Lumpur. I want to go to Seoul, Korea, South Korea. I want to go Taiwan. That's what I want, Clive.
Okay, Mobster, yes, but that would require one hell of a super chat. I'd like for you to do it, frankly, but hey. All right, anyway.
Yes, sir.
He's just a dumb fuck from tech. Well, now the thing is, though, I think there are certain people, and who knows? Maybe it's for like the Tristan from Leo and Ferris. Maybe he's the only one that could walk around with a thin dress watch and pull it off. But there are people that can. There are people that do. And that doesn't mean that they might be out of. There might be. Okay, well, there's Patel Philippe again.
Patel Philippe, $5. Arch, this is Loser Talk. You're the guy who walked into your jewelry store at the time with the GMT Master 2 and the Patek owner across the table is laughing. That's it, man. Arch, this is Loser Talk. You're the guy who walked into your jewelry store that time with the GMT Master 2 and the Patek owner across the table is laughing. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I got to tell you something, Clive. I think, do you have any desire to buy more dress watches? Or you think, fuck, I had enough.
No, I don't have any desire to buy. I shouldn't have any more desire.
To buy fucking anything.
Well, yeah, especially right now. I think this
isn't it funny? Don't you think it's funny? You know, with watches being on the stink, right? Like, I mean, let's face it, they've come off the boil. You agree with me there?
Yeah, definitely. They've cooled.
Isn't it funny how people no longer have the same enthusiasm? When the market was rising, everybody wanted to jump on this fuck, didn't they?
Yep.
Now that the market has fucking simmering down, everyone is
on the other hand, okay, but it might be
but fuckers.
I gotta be honest with you, I completely love.
Gotta be honest. I hope you're always honest. But you lied to me the other times? Is that what you're saying?
Actually, no, that's quoting off the soundboard. That's quoting you off the soundboard.
But fuckers.
Yep. Okay, there's a super chat by Golden Baba.
Golden Barber's been a great help, Bear. He
also defeated the 40 Thieves.
$2. Clyde, give us some words on post-watch horology. You know what? That's a good thing.
Well, no, I think horology is always going to be there. I think there's always going to be watches. But I think now is the time, you know, if you have any hype pieces that you overbought, that you bought for way over list, you sell them now, you're a freaking idiot. So hold on. If you could sell some hype watches without losing your ass, this might be the time to get out of them. Just gather up your shekels and just keep your eye on the duck blinds. See what comes around. See what comes down the pike.
I see. That's
Frank V. I'm sorry, that was very.
Yeah, keep going. It's okay, Frank. Look, Clivers. The thing is this. I think we've had the apocalypse now in the watch collecting. It's funny. Why are these hobbies, when prices are gone crazy, everybody wants to jump on? When the prices start tanking, people don't want to talk about it. They don't like to admit their failures or they've made mistakes. It's like that fucking Plastic was talking about crypto. Dodge, baby Dodge, it's going to go to the moon. That fucker.
Well, possibly, but on the other hand, when everyone was saying is going up, I was saying, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Well, like I said, I would. Okay, there's KB Lake. Super chat.
KB Lake, we like KB Lake. He's always good for a super chat. $10. Arch, Breguet Classic, white gold, blue enamel dial. I realized it would be worse than toxic. No, it's actually a beautiful watch. What do you think compared to other watches at that price? So you're going to buy this shit fucking on the secondhand market. Classic, white. This is a classic. It doesn't tell me which reference it is.
White gold, blue enamel dial. So,
yeah, just
hey, Kevin, do me a favor. Just send another. Post the link for it or the reference for it.
This is the classic. See, this is a very nice.
Yeah.
You got to buy it cheap. You've got to buy it cheap. If you've got to buy, you got to buy it cheap. You got to buy it cheap, Clive. Otherwise, they'll hand you
Yo.
your asshole on a fucking tin plate. Okay, they will hand you your asshole on a fucking tin plate. Okay.
Well, you see, now here's the thing, though. Okay, yeah, KB Lake says yes, that one. If you buy it well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, when you're, I've got one that really, really looks similar to it. I'm trying to think. I'll have to dig it out and send you a picture of it. I just don't have it on me right now.
Yeah.
But it's German watch, I think.
Okay, Germans. You like the Germans? They make some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
BMW is from Germany. Did you know that, Clive?
What?
BMW. Guys, upvote.
No.
Please upvote.
No. Archie, they're from Bavaria.
That is Germany, Clive is.
Yeah. Is
But
it
there's a big
GMW or
snobbery.
BMW?
There is a snobbery. There is a snobbery out there. I'm just linking to Jimmy C and Narc After Dark. We're linking to that show. I want to say something to you.
Go ahead.
Clivers.
Oh, yes.
The thing you got to remember is, right? They all use plastic pumps and parts now. Okay, they use computers and chips, and none of these cars that are on the road today will be there in 20 or 30 years' time because the plastic parts have broken. Do you understand?
Oh yeah.
You're an electric fan? Would you go electric?
Oh man. Not right now because we don't have the infrastructure for it.
Okay.
Now, on the other hand, those things could be mad fast. I mean, let's be honest. A Tesla can smoke just about anything else out there, except maybe Tan's Lambo. There is a couple of super chats. You want to read them?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. There we got Patel, Philippe, $5. Archie, the other side is planning to stunt on you with APs and protects. They are saying the pontiff has no clothes without a paddock. Hey, I gladly love honestly, I don't care. I love my bluesy. To be honest with you, I fucking don't care about other people. I don't need to outdo. I remember I went on that video, the live stream with Timepiece Gentlemen. All of them had rare paddocks. I had my Milgauss. I love that Milgauss.
Yep.
I still love that Milgauss. I don't need to impress anybody.
The pontiff does not follow. The pontiff leads.
I mean, seriously, you must admit, two-tone bluesy, that is enough for anyone to have for life, isn't it? What more do you fucking want? Really, 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 really? How many?
A two-tone bluesy with a diamond dial. Ooh, I kind of wish but no. But if it was the difference between that bluesy dial, the bluesy with the diamond dial, and I love that watch. I've always loved that watch, and that Mr. 2 with the 2ZZ, no comparison, no question.
I got to tell you, that Breguet, what advice would you have? You got to haggle like a bitch because
Archie, this is where the world still needs you, believe it or not. I know you kind of feel like life has passed you by.
That's right.
But
the golden times have gone by, Clive.
I don't think so. No. I think we're going back to where they were. And this is the time where classic Archie is needed. You need to be the one stepping forward with the watch advice, keeping these fuckers from getting fleeced. Because just like always, the manufacturers and the sellers, they're out. They're Swiss. They're nasty. They're vinyl. They're cunts. They're Swiss. They are out to strip. They're about to strip the meat from all the bones of any watch buyer. That is where we need you to step forward as you have to speak the truth and to help and to keep people from casting themselves into horological hell. Okay. The bull market is over. The bear market is back.
Wow.
The bull market may be over, but we still need the horns. Also,
Golden Baba, $2. Two-tone booty buster. Drop the link for HR and Jakey. Sorry, I Didn't realize
Yeah.
I hadn't pinned it because I pinned the PayPal because I have paid for the account. I'm just a little bit on the skintus side. Sorry, guys, a little bit on the skint side there, but that happens to the best of us, Clive.
Yep.
This is what happens, Clive. This is life, I'm afraid.
It's a super chat.
It's a super chat.
Super chat.
Super chat?
Yes.
Super chat. We got a super chat. Thank you so much there. This is from Patel Philippe, $2. Archie, which of plastics pieces grind your gears? Look, I got to say, I think he's made some mistakes with, like, I loved he's a hype collector, loves the hype, loves the popular stuff. Seriously, I find it a little bit annoying. I'm not jealous. Gold sub, just wear it. Don't put stickers on it. What do you think of stickers on shit, Clive?
I think you know how I feel about stickers on shit.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. Oh, you do. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But you want to take them off, don't you?
No, I want them kept on. Oh, I get mad when they're stripped off, and I don't have a choice.
Good point. Good point. I really do feel, Clive, with the you've got to remember this, guys. Just stickers, Clive. What can you say?
Well, you know, and there are some people I like their collections and I don't like the collector. There are other people, or I hate their collections, but I respect the collector. So there's no simple formula except well, okay, super chat.
We've got a super chat here. Thank you so much. Patel Philippe, $5. Arch, would you spend 900 baht to fuck a Breguet Horror Monday? A Breguet Horror Monday. What's a Breguet Horror Monday? What is that?
Watch of the world?
Breguet Horror Monday. What is that? Is that a fish? Horror Monday? Trying to work out. Oh, this is the classic. Actually, that's not a bad looking watch, to tell you the truth. This is the Breguet Classic Horror Monday 5717. Look at that. It's fucking beautiful.
It's a world dial. It's a world dial, basically.
Well, it's not a world time. It's kind of fuck, it's nice. Look at that the enameling. Look at that dial there. Is that nice or not? What do you think?
Yeah. Yep.
I like it.
And the thing is with that one, yeah. Well, oh wait, does that have a Breguet dial or does it have a? No, it does. Okay. It's just like when anyone walks in the room with a Breguet, I'm sorry, or if anyone gets a Breguet, their stock goes up in my book. Period. Okay, Fern 75 super chat.
We got a super chat, Fern 75 here. We got a nice super chat, $10. Pontiff, what are your thoughts on the OM Moritz Grossman?
It's Maurice Grossman.
Yeah, back page, transparent, MG DD. I think that stuff is really crashed. What do you think? That stuff is really had its day, I'm afraid. I can't see that being easy to sell. What do you think? Is it going to be easy to sell?
Well, the thing is, I actually, God help me. I actually remember something that you said back in the day. The thing is, it's
a beautifully done watch.
When the economy goes down, a Rolex owner can always sell their Rolex and make their couple of car payments or make their house payment.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, a Patek Philippe owner, if those people with the level that they're at, if the economy goes down, where a Patek Philippe selling their Patek Philippe is not going to help them out.
Not going to change it too much. It's a beautiful looking watch. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't think I'm in a position to. I need to get out of my shit. Sometimes I need to get out of my shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
No, it's all right to say him.
Do you need to get out yourself? You've got out of most of your stuff. You got out of most of your stuff at times.
A lot of it, but I still have a couple of ones, like the Urban Jurgensen. I think the Urban Jurgensen is on a level with this one.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit nicer. I like mine a little bit better. But here's the other thing, though, which I would. All right, and we want to. In Fern 75, how do I pit this? You're asking mom and dad to help you with your homework when they're driving down the turnpike at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So this is not that we can't really sprung on us. This sometimes stuff requires some thought, a little effort. Well, okay, some thought, and we can't just give off the cuff stuff. I guess it's something we haven't. Yeah, not exactly in the wheelhouse, but it's something we could give an opinion on. It would just this is something like this would be a good piece for you to send Archie and let him do a separate video on. I think instead of just something on the ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel, instead of just a drive-by reaction. I like it. I'd have to do some more about it. I have to admit, I'm not just. I'm aware of Maurice Grossman. I know about the purple-haired grifter having one. And just saying, I like the movement. The dial, and keep in mind, I'm looking at small thumbnails, but to me, I don't know what the reference is. I mean, I don't know what the MSRP is, but it just seems like for the amount of money, which I imagine it is, that dial looks just maybe a tiny bit on the plain side. I don't see anything unusually distinctive about it. That could be a Vacheron Constantin. That could be like jails. That could be like a number of watch brands. That's I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just don't see enough right with it on the front, on the dial. Now, so on the other hand, some people, like I said, Bill Sanders, he's a total movement whore. And he literally, I think he would almost walk around with the exhibition back facing out and just look at the movement rather than the watch face. I like the car to be firing on all cylinders. I'm just not that. Yeah, it's all right. I'm just not in love with the dial. I'm not in love with the hands. I'm not in love with the design aesthetics. And I think for the kind of money that they're wanting, it's a little lacking, in my opinion.
I got to tell you, it is finished absolutely beautifully, don't you think?
The movement is, but I'm looking. But then again, I'm trying to look at the. If you pulled up maybe a full size. Wait, Rita, that Golden Baba, quick super chat there.
Golden Baba, $2. Since an AD never give Jake play, what do I do? Since an AD will never give Jake play. Yeah.
Well, Jake, either wait for some more of the steam to come out of the secondary market, or who knows? I mean, if I'm not saying Rolexes are going to go back to the way they were, like back in 2013, 2014, before the Paul Newman. But,
look at that drive. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is.
But you wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. That's what you're saying. No.
Well, and like I said, I'm looking at that. I don't like that type of dial. Basically, sorry. I don't like that kind of exhibition or skeleton dial.
It's clever. It's unique. It's unique.
Oh yeah.
It's unique.
But and like I said, if you like it and you think it's a good price and everything else, on the other hand, I kind of look at my Urban Jurgensen. I look at the dial and that dial compared to that one. And to me, there's no comparison. Sorry. Also small seconds.
Good point.
Now, now here's the downside of it. It is they've used classic on my Urban. They use classic design elements, and there are a few watches out there that it's reminiscent of. So I'm thinking especially the what is it? The Roger Smith Series 2.
Yeah.
But on the other hand,
Roger Smith is a legendary watchmaker, Clive.
Oh yeah, but look at the Series 2 and look at my watch. It's just like, yep. But on the other hand, Kervutalainen and Monet, there's been a couple of people involved with Urban Jurgensen as well. Maybe, and you could argue maybe even on the same order of magnitude as Roger Smith.
I've got someone who's I got to be honest with you, Clive. This isn't in the same league as Roger Smith.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the Morris or the Urban or...
Someone's asking me, someone's asked me a question. He's got 90 to 100,000 worth of crypto crap. Should he sell it and pay off his expensive truck, or should he keep the crypto crap? Fuck,
well,
that's heavy.
You're asking, okay, the thing is, you're asking what's going to happen with crypto, what's going to happen with
never really liked crypto. Did you like crypto? What did you think of crypto?
Then again, I'm probably just too damn stupid to appreciate it.
Yeah. Look, crypto was like, do you reckon crypto was like the watch market or not?
Well, and the thing is, why I've heard a lot of people, crypto is kind of like the stock market.
The wild, wild west.
Yeah, except with absolutely no authority, with absolutely no supervision.
No rules. I'm going to run a poll. Let's run a poll. If we're in doubt, should you sell your crypto crap to pay for your $69,000 truck?
Well, I kind of hate to say this these days. $69,000.
Should you sell your crypto crap to pay for your $69,000 truck? Start the poll, fuckers.
Archie, these days $69,000 is not.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, thank you. But trucks sell for up to 6 figures.
Doesn't mean they're great investments, but does it?
That doesn't mean at all. It just means that there's other suckers standing in line to buy it too. Now, here's the thing though. If you need a truck, if you're using that to make a living, then you need the truck.
Look, Clivers, you don't buy a $69,000 truck to make a living. You do that because you like a nice, fine truck, don't you? You get pussy in a truck like that, wouldn't you, or not?
Here you would, yeah.
You'd probably get more pussy than in a fucking BMW, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's true. Well, what about the other super chats that you haven't read yet? You want to read those?
Okay, let's have a look at these super chats here. We've got the poll going. Hoff on Smash, $2. Clive, are you and Mark coming to Watch Time New York? Yes. No, Clive has said no because he's got a trial on.
Now here's okay. Do you guys want to hear the behind the scenes Cardinal chat that's going on?
Sure.
Wait, there's another super chat by Booster. But actually, so keep on reading.
Okay, so we've got another super chat from CB, $10. This aid a skeleton dial, pull it up. Now this is a watch that CB sent me.
Okay.
And I've got to tell you, this is a very nice looking watch. Expensive, everything CB touch. Let's just pull it up and you can be the judge of this FICA yourself. I'm just bringing it up now. And you tell me what you think. What do you think of that, Clive?
Huh. You know, I don't hate it.
Do you love it, Bart? That's the question. Do you love it?
Maybe. I might like it.
We got another super chat. So there we go. I think we'll come back to this watch. We'll leave it on the screen. We got Bursa, $5. Clivers, if the TPG fiasco happened in Oklahoma, would you take him on as a client? Payment in APs, GPs, Pateks, and Rolex.
Well,
you may not have title to them. What do you think?
Possessions, license. I'm not going to answer that question. I'll just
Joe, $2.
I can say if you had him as a client.
Urban Jerk Joe, $2. Urban Jerkinson sounds like someone bullied in high school. Urban Jerkinson.
Right, and Jules Jurgensen's more, it's Danish.
Danish.
Like Kari Voutilainen is also Danish. So yes. So it's like Parmigiani saying cheese watch. Parmigiani Floria. Yes.
Looks like there's another super chat.
Either
We've
pay
got another
either super chat more or super chat something a little bit more original.
Yes. Here we go. We got a super chat here. Golden Baba, $2. Clive, strong farm women versus short-skinned hand model.
Ooh.
I think it's soft. Soft.
Yes. I can't get from, I'm gonna have to stick with my roots. I'll say, yep.
I don't know what to say. What do you think, Clivers?
Well, if something, like I said, if something goes wrong and the tractor falls over on you, you'd want the farm girl. Actually, I actually had an uncle where the tractor fell over on him. It wasn't, it did not end well.
He died?
No. Would have been kind of easy. Probably would have been better.
I bet he was injured though.
Oh yeah.
What sort of tractor was it?
He was injured.
Any
tractor is bad.
Yeah, any tractor is bad. Even one of the Indian ones is bad. But it was an Indian one.
Yeah.
How did
just remember what happened to Hisham's Daytona?
Dun 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 dun.
It just flipped. It just flipped. What happened? He was.
I think they're working on it, and I think it just working on it, and the sport gave way or something, and it fell over on him. So not good. Not good when that happens.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. It's pretty vicious stuff, but
Yeah, and someone on mom's side also, they also died of threshing.
Oh, they got caught in a threshing. Oh, that's terrible. That's awful.
Yep. 18 years old.
Fuck.
See,
that would have been.
I thought this was car talk. I come back and it's farm talk. Golly, I got to make another logo.
I'm sorry, but that's the other way. Maybe it's just me, but I actually come from farmers, and for me going around in a pickup truck, that's me kind of insulting my relatives. I'm not a farmer.
My grandfather was a farmer.
You'd be more entitled to go around in a pickup truck than most people, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but still not. No.
Here we go. Got a super chat here. Kerry is from Finland, not Denmark. That's Kari Voutilainen, I think.
Voutilainen. Yes, I stand corrected.
See, I thought he meant Kerry Lake. Wrong,
yes,
Kerry.
Yes, and you are correct. But he worked at Urban Jurgensen when he first got out of school. Yes. He's come back and did a lot of collaborations with that brand as well. So I stand corrected. Thank you.
Fair point. Fair point. It's I got to tell you,
the only perfect man was nailed to a tree.
Ooh. That sounds painful, Clivers.
What's that?
Nailed to a tree.
Is that like
the crucifixion?
KIS. Oh, I see. I see the reference now. I get it.
Yes. Why does rancher sound tougher than farmer? Well, there's a lot of interlap between the two. I'd say farmer's tougher than rancher, frankly.
Yes. Farmer is tougher than rancher.
Yep. But generally,
But a lot of ranchers were farmers.
And a lot of farmers have some livestock.
Yeah.
You got to do something. Like I said, so, if you're raising wheat, what are you going to do? Just basically just plow it all back in the soil, all the chaff, or do you bale it and feed it to your livestock?
And then you get some manure for the farming. And then you need a truck.
Very interesting point there.
Yeah, Magic Forest, why don't you super chat $100 so I can get kicked off? Come on.
The funny thing is with these trucks, if they didn't have financing, nobody would be able to afford these things.
Well, here's the only thing. When they started doing like what is it? A firm finance for watches. Everyone's like, hooray! And I'm like, oh no. This is not good. This is bad. Because when financing becomes available, prices go up.
Never down.
Nope. They do not. When
That's
financing,
a true point.
But everything has happened. It used to be whether it's housing or higher education or anything. Once the banks get involved, everyone's fucked except the banks.
It used to be when you got a car loan, it was for 5 years.
Yep.
So of course they've extended that. More money.
We've got a super chat 7 year. In some countries, it's 10 years. Golden Baba, $2. Is Clyde aware that he is outclassed by Sard? Well, different person. I don't think it's not a competition here. We've got different people come on and talk different.
Well, Baba, you're aware that I usually come on saying Neil. You're aware that I normally come on saying Neil before Sod, right?
Yeah.
Certainly not.
It's a very interesting thing there. To be honest with you, I think the Sard has got specialized areas. Everyone's got different areas of expertise. That's why we love to have different people on at different times.
Yeah. And so I actually like Sod.
Sard's a great guy.
Absolutely.
We love Sard. Now,
I find him hilarious.
Rick, like a lot of people actually do, and a lot of people finance trucks for that long as well.
Yes. Truck finance.
Once upon a time, they didn't even have financing for cars. You just bought the car. Just buy it.
If they didn't cut it up into
when Henry Ford came up with the Model T, it was so people could just buy it. No, you saved up and you bought it. That's how it used to be.
Nobody does that anymore, do they?
SD43, we're not supposed to talk about that. Okay, thanks. How can you not like Sod? Exactly, Surdy Danny. Exactly. Or how can you not like Surdy Danny?
Oh, we love Surdy Danny. Who doesn't love Surdy Danny?
Exactly. That's why I just said.
Yeah.
Now, who doesn't like Patrick? Well,
I think Marshmallow may not like Danny. Sorry.
Super chat.
We got a super chat from our good friend CB. CB, $10. Rancher, just wanted to make sure you did not insult Kerry with a wrong nationality. He was insulted enough by the yellow hair watch specialist that asked Kerry if his chrono was a module.
What? Damn. Okay. I appreciate that. Well, and the thing is, though, and keep in mind, Futolan and his group helped make our watch cases for made the cases for the Lurik. Moreover, ours was so challenging that they had to go and make equipment. They had to make the equipment to make our watch, which we thought was kind of neat.
Cool. They charge you for it?
They didn't do it for free. Are you kidding? The trouble is, they quoted us a price, and then we accepted, and then it's like, uh-oh. It's like, oh.
That often happens.
That's how life goes, I'm afraid, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't think it's a big disaster. You've just got to gear up properly. What do you think there, guys?
You don't think what's a big disaster?
Gear up. Is that a pun? Gear up?
Gear up. That's correct. Gear up.
Oh.
That's sort of like a connection between watches and trucks, huh?
Yes.
I get it.
Tell me this. What's new with you, Doc? What's going on? Anything interesting you're buying, selling, or trading, or doing something? Would you buy the truck?
Wow.
Would you buy a big truck?
MCM has a Vitalina coming in. Oh, post pictures of it, please.
I'm completely satisfied with
everything you have.
I'm completely satisfied with my E46 M3 for now, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't get a truck. I don't absolutely don't need a truck, but I might try to get my hands on a special Porsche, but they're hard to get. It's a lot like watches. If it's hard to get, I can just keep what I've got.
Hey, Doc, you can just cover me for a minute. I'm just going to go for a toilet break. I'm going to have a toilet break. I'll be right back.
Why
Moon
can't the
landing,
rancher
Doc.
do it?
No, he
Rancher,
said you. He said you. He said you. Wait, there's a super chat, Archie. Archie, there's a super chat.
Well, he said me, so let's see.
No.
Chat, here we go. Patel Philippe, $7. Arch, why do most dealers think your Birkin is worth $4,500? Because they're tough. They're nasty Singaporeans.
Now, guys, if we have super chats coming on a regular basis, that basically means Archie can't go to the bathroom. So the more super chats that come in,
the more uncomfortable he is.
Exactly. Thank you. Wait, is that a super chat? Fuck.
That's what a lawyer would say. You didn't say there's a super chat. You said, is that another super chat?
Well,
you know the answer is no. But that's exactly what a lawyer would say.
Thank you. I don't know.
Looks like we got a super chat from Thomas G.
Yeah.
That'll have to wait for when he's back.
Yep.
Since he's the only one at the controls that can handle that.
Yep.
Obviously, Thomas G must have super chatted before he said, I'm going to the bathroom. And I can see that. I can understand that. I've been there and I've done that. I send the super chat and,
Doc,
and then he's gone.
Doc, we've all gone to the bathroom.
No, but I've super chatted thinking, okay, I'm going to super chat now. And then by the time the thing goes through, he's already out of the chair on his way to the bathroom.
Yep.
Now, I don't understand that there's another super chat besides that. And when he's at the bathroom like he is, we read whatever's in the chat for free. So, but that's okay. People should do what they feel in their heart they need to do. And I agree with that. Well, he told me to talk about the moon landing. What do you want to talk about, Clyde? Relative to the moon landing.
I kind of feel like whatever.
You don't have any specific thoughts with the moon landing? You don't. What do you think about the moon rocks and the fact that they were discovered to be petrified wood? Does that make you feel any certain kind of way?
Well, sure. Whatever you think, Doc. I'm at this point. I'm just, I'm not even really sure if someone said that there really wasn't a moon. I almost don't know if I would disbelieve it now.
But it's interesting. I've heard some people arguing that the moon is gaseous. I don't know about that one, but it's interesting as an argument. Imagine if they found out that it was gaseous after having claimed that they landed on it. That would be wild. That would be wild.
No.
Anyway,
Yep.
what do you think about them reinventing the wheel by coming up with some new spacesuits that will handle the radiation beyond the low Earth orbit? What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's probably better than not having spacesuits that handle radiation.
Well, some would argue that they already did that in the 70s when they went to the moon. They had to have spacesuits that would handle radiation when they went to the moon.
Or say, fuck it, or they say, we'll just say, fuck it, and they'll be irradiated. Fuck them. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
Well, there are some who make that argument and then point out that none of the astronauts ever seem to have become sick with radiation. So there's that.
They had the tinfoil.
Tinfoil
true.
hats?
Yes,
Yes, they did. Yes,
Yes.
they did.
And they also used
had
it to
some-
poop, I think.
I think
Tinfoil-
they used to poop like
tinfoil.
they were like race cars drivers. They used to just poop in their suit.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what I think. I'm not 100% certain about that, but I don't think that when they designed the thing that they actually had room for a bathroom or a toilet in that.
Yep.
I got to tell you something, guys.
Things to
Yes.
think about.
Car Talk with Doc BBW. Okay.
Okay, I just noticed that.
Mm.
Car talk.
E46, Doc, what do you think?
Well,
What kind
I
of
have
tranny?
to say, manual, 6-speed.
Yes.
They had an SMG too, didn't they?
Most of them seem to be SMG. To
Yeah,
go
but
out of
why
my
would-
way to get this one with the 6
Yep.
speed.
It's the same thing with the MR2s. Why would you? Yeah, they had them, but you don't want them. You don't want them.
No.
No,
In
definitely
fact,
don't.
most
want 'em.
people don't want them. But
Right.
the other advantage to having this 6-speed in this car, it makes it far less likely it'll get stolen. Imagine that. All the
Well, yeah.
millennial thieves
Yeah.
don't know how to drive manual transmission.
I've seen bumper stickers. I've seen shirts with like a 5-speed or a 6-speed transmission, tree, and basically it has millennial theft deterrent device.
Exactly. Exactly.
The
I've
big
never
point
had a
is-
problem with either my Porsche. Go ahead.
Big Tony says you're forgetting that astronauts are some of the most fit and healthy people on Earth. Then again, so is Dr. BBW. He's so insane. I mean, sorry. He's so fit it'll drive you crazy. He's so fit it'll make you sick.
Well, I
Is it
appreciate you
really
saying
help
that, and I'd like to think I planted the seed in your
Ew!
adventure towards
Hey, I am straight.
not that kind of seed.
All right.
Seed. But
Super
I'd like to think that I helped you consider
Super
your
chat
current
there.
adventure.
CB, $5. Archie, can you eloquently talk about the watch on the screen?
Oh, let me answer this.
No.
No.
No,
damn
no,
God damn it.
no. Actually, the best answer to that question would have been, what does eloquently mean? That would be the funniest.
I know nothing about this watch here, Clive. I assume it's expensive. Andreas
Let me pull up the
Strat
screen so I
color
can see it.
#1. I have no idea what this is. Do you know what it is, Bear?
Who's Bear?
Bear,
Bear?
bear, bear,
Bear? Bear?
bear.
Bear? Bear?
That's the question.
Talk
Have
to
you
me,
ever
Bear.
heard of
Bear? Bear?
Babber, babber, babber. This straight Hyla. I never even heard of this brand, Bear.
Hell, is this the
Andreas
the back?
Straha!
There's no bear here. Bear is not here.
Bear, bear.
Bear?
And
All hell the turmeric. Yeah, I would say that.
Fuck,
Also,
they're not cheap, man.
Neil, all hell the turmeric. Also,
So did you
Neil
think these were
before
cheap garbage? I'll show you what they cost. Let's have a look at what this stuff costs.
Neil
I'm gonna
before.
guess 40 grand.
Here we go, guys. Look at this.
That's just a wild guess.
$127,000.
Huh.
So I was off by a little bit. Off by a little bit. Missed it by that much.
Let's just bring this fucker up.
Now, I know, Stir. I know Bill has talked about this guy at length before. So,
Platinum Bear.
He's gonna keep calling you Bear all the rest of the show.
he is. That's fine.
Bear, Bear, are you listening, Bear?
We got a super chat here from Golden Barber. Golden Barber says, "Hey, you Bear, you missed Arch. You missed 2 super chats. Let's have a look. Let's
Probably
have
not worth anything.
look. Which super
That's
chats
actually-
did we miss there? We had the
That's
Golden
actually
Barber
pretty good.
panelist.
Probably. Oh, when you were in the bathroom.
Higgins, Jake, Narc, or Rancher. Higgins. Oh fuck! That's not a nice thing to say. You need to have some self-confidence. That's not to be confused.
There were some super chats when you went in the bathroom.
And
Weren't
we
there,
had
Clyde?
Thomas G, €5, Mike the Snake Airline. Video, please.
That is a nice video. I actually enjoy watching that.
That's a Mookie video, that isn't it?
It is a Mookie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It is a
Mookie has been nuts. Oh, it's like it's delightful. All this going is like, oh, there's a Mookie video.
What is your opinion on reclining the seat on a flight? Do you do it or do you not do it?
The new designs, like the tray doesn't like move 6 inches closer to their belly. You can move the seats back without really infringing on the person behind you these days, unless they're fat motherfucker, it's like it didn't affect the tray, unless they're fat motherfucker, but that's not my fucking problem. I got my own shit to deal with, like hemorrhoids. So there you go.
There you go. There you go.
If it does bother the people behind me, I won't do it anymore. But if there's some dumbass fat motherfucker, then it's like game on, bitch. They can back that shit up and try me, but I'll cut a bitch like back in prison when I was pod boss.
What airline was this?
I've probably Alaskan.
Great video there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
What a great video.
The thing about
there.
Mookie is just when you think that, okay, there can't be a better video than that one, then he makes another one.
Knocks it out of the park like every time. So it's just like, it's so you can't predict it. You cannot predict it.
No.
Clivis, how is the razor collection going? What's happening with razors? Are you selling them off? What's happening?
I probably need to. I'm not using them, obviously, because I haven't shaved since November.
Are they valuable?
Like gold.
Some of them
Gold,
are.
Jerry.
Some of them are, yeah.
Mm.
I've got like a serial toggle. So, Hey, by the way, where is Mike the Snake? I forgot. I know something's. Yeah, wait a minute. Something's not right.
He's got some things going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you piss him off, Archie?
No, he's cool. Mike Snake's a great guy. He stays in touch with me. He's doing okay.
Yeah. How's his mom?
Not so well. Not so well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I know what that's like.
Wow. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's,
Our prayers are with you, Mike. Our
Yes.
prayers are with you.
you know what's happened with the slowdown in the watch market? Guess what? Hodinkey's not churning articles through like champagne. You notice that? People no longer look at this. This is an interesting watch here. This is the they've just released a new blank pane 70th anniversary Act 3. What do you think of that one, Clivers?
I don't
Is
think
it
they covered
normal
both.
size? Is it normal size, or is
I
it
quite
another
like
50 millimeter?
I like the aesthetics of it. This is actually quite a now. What metal is it? Let's have a look. It's bronze gold, a bronze gold tribute. What the fuck is bronze gold?
Well, first of all, a 50 fathoms is a very attractive watch until you pick it up and find out that it's a saucer.
Okay, have a look at the back here. Nicely done. I don't know if the movement. Okay, $32,000.
Size.
Oh.
32. Now let's have a look
Well,
at
you knew
the
it wasn't
size of-
cheap. You knew it wasn't cheap.
Yeah, it's 41.3 mil.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Well,
40
I guess-
Actually,
okay,
that's cheaper
okay,
than I was
that's okay.
expecting.
40, but the 41 mil. 41,
That's a nice
41.
size. That's a nice size. I would actually buy that if it wasn't crazy money.
Ah, it's ridiculous money. That's poison. Wait, wouldn't you?
I'd love it if they
hold-
made a steel one that size.
Wouldn't you buy a two-tone blue?
Why can't they
They
just?
only charge 43,000.
Oh,
for
of course,
that
of
one.
course.
Now, what is bronze?
But why can't
gold?
they
I
make
don't
a
understand.
steel
What
one?
is bronze gold? Can you explain that to me? What the fuck is bronze gold?
It's a way to charge more for it by putting gold in the name.
Is it gold?
Well,
What the
it's-
fuck is it?
It's when you came in third and you want people to think that you actually were first. Bronze gold.
It's limited to 555 pieces. That's still a big production run.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, God.
Although it's not 1,000. It's not 1,000.
Well, can you tell it's Swatch Group owned?
You notice they released this after the Swatch release to get people. Oh, they get keen to buy something.
Maybe they'll make a steel version of this eventually.
Now you see, Archie, this is a separate video where we need the old profane, swearing, snorting Archie back to say what fuckery this is.
I got to tell you, the guy with the pickup, he's got a blank pane. Do you want to see it?
Okay.
The pickup or the block pane? If the answer is if it's block pane, then yes.
Okay, so let's just have a look at the
That's
basics here. So this is a blank pane 57's 70th anniversary Act 3. Fuck, Act 3? What the hell is this? Is this a theater
It's
play or is it a watch?
Super chat.
What is this?
Artie
fucking
Lang
thing?
and
We got a
Son.
super chat. Artie Lange and Sun, $3.50. Gifting an Explorer 2 to my 12-year-old nephew. Thoughts? Too
I think
young.
it's-
Ooh, what a lucky nephew.
Too
I
young.
think-
I would. Too young.
Well, it depends on the nephew. But chances are too young, but it depends on the nephew.
Yeah, I think. What? I think I wouldn't give that 18th. What do you think?
Something
Well,
like that. I tell you, you give it to a 12-year-old, and if a bully comes along and threatens them, they'll just give the watch up. Like, oh yeah, I'll take it, fake it, fine.
Well, why 12 o'clock? Is it a bar mitzvah or help me out here? Why not wait until like graduates from high school? Also,
Yeah,
I think you should work your way up.
at
I
least
think
a
you should give them an
milestone.
Never mind. I'll just.
Depends on it depends on how many watches the nephew has had in his life. It's not his first watch, in other words.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't want to test out someone that age with a Timex and see how they treat it. That's just me.
No, that's a point. I get what you're saying. I think. What age do you think? What age is appropriate?
Well, I think like Cliver said, maybe if they give it as a gift for graduating high school, I think it's probably more appropriate for a gift graduating college. And I've seen some college age folks that don't know how to treat their Rolex. I don't know. I'd be hesitant. And of course, I'm talking watches when my specialty is cars, of course, but that's what I would do with the watch thing.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I mean, basically, if someone is 12, are they still climbing trees at that age?
Interesting point. Let's have a look at this. This watch.
Oh, we're back to
power reserve. 32,000 US. Fuck, that's a lot. You could buy. I don't know. I just think for that sort of money, like it's 9-carat gold. What is it? It's 9-carat brush. They call it bronze gold.
You know what? I paid less for my M3 than this watch.
Fuck, you're joking.
No. And I paid less for my Porsche than this watch.
We got a super chat from CB. $5. Houdinki is laying off lots of people. Yeah, the bubbles burst, fuckers. The bubble has. I think the Houdinki that
they were always overblown anyway.
They did ridiculous stuff, you know. That's what I think. What do you reckon?
They did a lot of those champagne events and stuff. Is that true?
Yeah, a lot of fake sort of bullshit there, you know.
So, thus, Jen always called them Hodrinky.
Hodrinky.
Yeah, that's a Tinglerism.
Yes, sir. And then we've got another super chat here. Patel Philippe, $7. Archie, version 2 Ladyboy clip in Mookie brands. Okie dokie. Brands, Mookie. Ladyboy. What's it called? Ladyboy. Ladyboy clip version 2. Look, just trying to have a look.
I didn't know there were different versions.
This makes it really confusing.
This might make it interesting. I didn't know there were different versions.
Oh, Ladyboy version 2. Here we go.
We shall begin. Brothers, sisters, and ladyboys of the channel.
Thou must acknowledge thine exalted ladyboy.
Everything has a price in Thailand.
There's an awful ugly penis down there.
Reverend Tattoo, I just got off the plane.
Sex is all psychological.
Ladyboy fucker! Of course! I like to be respectful to the traditions.
Everything has a price in Thailand.
And things that happen there. So ladyboys themselves, thumbs up. Ladyboy fucker! I think they're great. Daytime! I think they're great. I've had homosexual dreams. Of course.
I like big breasts, small breasts, all sorts of breasts, John.
There has to be one ladyboy in the movie.
She's pretty.
Small breasts?
Yes.
He's excited?
Yes.
Awful ugly penis down there?
Yes.
Everything has a price in Thailand.
He said ladyboys aren't really a homosexual thing, but
ladyboy fucker! But who fucking cares?
Fastest ladyboy ever seen run of my life.
The sacrifice of a ladyboy.
Because I spoke Thai to that woman.
Yes.
That ladyboy.
What were you saying? What were you saying to her?
it gets better in the deeper you go.
I was asking how much it was and what's the room like.
It's like you got a heterosexual guy. You take him on tour to Bangkok and you introduce him to a ladyboy.
And yeah, he's excited, she's pretty, she's this, and then he realizes there's an awful, ugly penis down there.
I think they're great. Yay time!
Glory, lust, and drama unto Pontiff the King.
Finding a Thai girlfriend in Bangkok nightclub.
Yay time!
Bangkok gets a bit of a bad reputation for being full of hookers and ladyboys.
Whatever turns your fancy. Yay time!
That's not a real lady. Get back. Puts the hand in.
Small breasts, big breasts. I love the female form.
Penis down there. Puts the hand in.
All sorts of breasts, John.
Does it matter if the breasts are on a lady boy?
Whatever turns your fancy.
Does it matter if the breasts are on a lady boy?
They'll turn you into a ladyboy in prison.
Wolfgang went, let one go. He went to hit this lady boy and went to punch it. It was bang, bang, bang.
Damn straight they will.
Quite well-mannered, nasty, mean, angry, Rolex-worshipping ladyboy lover.
When they pull off their shoes, you got to worry. You know, they pull off their shoes and try and bed their stiletto in between your eyes.
Lady boys and Louis Vuitton.
That's a lady boy's trick. They do that all the time.
There is no longer Grand Seiko or long jeans. There is no Hublot or Panerai. As for all of ye are one under the divine wisdom of our fearless pontiff.
Love to catch you in bangers. I would buy you dinner, a drink, and a ladyboy. I did go into a ladyboy bar once. Purple Paradise Club. I just wanted to see what it was like. Cost about 2,000 baht. There was nothing nasty or vicious. Quite well-mannered. Chance to feel the breasts. Wanted to see what it was like. They're fairly aggressive.
Can you believe that? They drugged them.
Quite well-mannered. I personally attracted to ladyboys.
You should write a children's book called Ladyboys.
It was bang, bang, bang. And the three Germans were on the ground playing starfish after 3 kicks. You know, the ladyboy kicked the daylights out of the 3 Germans. Just the 3 hits, bang, bang, bang. They were playing starfish on the ground. They were unconscious.
There we go. Very interesting clip there indeed. Thank you so much, Patel Philippe. I just want to show you the watch that my friend who's got the beautiful truck has got. Let's have a look at this watch. And you can tell me, I think this is fucking beautiful watch. Look at that. I like that. The bezel. It's a blank pane. Beautiful watch. That's a quality. That is a luxury watch. That is very much a luxury watch. What do you think, guys? Where's my doc? Doc, BBW?
Pulling it up now for myself.
Surely you like this, don't you?
I'm here.
What do you think? Is that a nice watch? Yes.
You know, I've always been a fan of the 50 Fathom. I just don't like the size.
These are about 45 mil, aren't they?
Yes. That's just a little too big. My wrist is just under 7.
It's like a glazed bezel. Look at the bezel. Bezel's beautiful. I'm not such a big fan of the hands. I kind of think the hands on Rolex, the Mercedes.
Well, I think the hands make it legible, and I like the bezel in that, you know, the bezel's luminous also.
Is this a luminous bezel?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I was considering
these are not
when I saw
the problem is if you had a choice of this
photographs. Yes.
If you had a choice of this or a bluesy, what would you take? I'd have to go bluesy, I'm afraid.
Well, for me, especially if it's a purple bluesy, then there's no thought about it at all. But I saw
like
a prison photograph.
Ceramic or this?
No, I wouldn't want a ceramic bluesy. I want a pre-ceramic.
We got
bluesy.
CB super chat $5. Bit fuckers, bit fuckers, bit fuckers, butt fuckers, butt fuckers, butt fuckers.
out of the anniversary models that
I'm going to be honest with you. That is actually the only criticism.
when
I
they do
wish they didn't.
make the anniversary models in the special edition.
The date. How do you feel about the
45
date?
is huge.
To be honest with you, I love butt
Oh, I wish they made a
fuckers.
no date.
The date.
I wish
Do you want the date?
I wish they made it. I wish
I
they
know.
no. I wish they made a no date version.
Yes, totally agree with you there.
I would buy that. I
And
would
if we
buy
go
a
back,
41 millimeter.
this thing here, what the fuck? It's 9 carat and it's 32,000. It's head only. My God. So when they say bronze, it's got no bronze
What do you
in
mean
it
it's
at all.
head? Oh, you mean it? You mean there's no
It doesn't have a
bracelet?
bracelet. No bracelet. Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful looking thing. Look at this. It's beautiful. That's the proportions on that. Literally perfection.
I think it looks nice
Look
on
at
the
that.
NATO. To be fair.
Yeah, but look at the money. I'm just trying to justify the price. The price is, you could get
Ridiculous.
for half the money, you could get a two-tone bluesy, couldn't you? Right? And
You could.
what's a, I'm just thinking, this watch here.
For that money, how much was it again? 35, you said?
32,000.
32. So for that money, you might even get a full gold pre-ceramic.
You get a gold sub, wouldn't you? You get a gold Yachtmaster
sub
pre-owned. This is
Imagine
why
that.
the pre-owned market.
It's just crazy money. It's crazy money. It's crazy money.
It is crazy money.
But you know, I'm hoping they make this size in steel eventually, and then I might get a 50 fathom. I like the 50 fathom.
Yeah, they don't want it. They play around with the sizes a lot, but you know what I mean? That's kind of
Well,
how
there's been a couple of limited editions where they make like 200 of them, so the prices are crazy, and then they make them small, like they should. They'll make them 41 millimeter or so, like they should. You know.
Yes. I understand.
They must realize there's demand for a smaller 50 fathom. Who knows? If you want to call it a 50 fathom, you know, for ladies, a ladies 50 fathom, and it comes in 40 millimeter, fine. Call it what you want. Call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Or do a Breitling, make a Breitling move, and instead of making it 40, you make it 38. Close enough. I'll buy it. Close enough.
I've actually got a beautiful picture CB's just sent me. CB sent me a really nice photo of his blank pane. Tell me this is a chronograph. I'm not a big fan of chronograph dive watches, but this is really nice. What do you think of that?
Notice the bezel, the loom on the bezel?
Yeah.
So
what do you think?
Well,
how do you feel on dive chronographs? See, I think they're flawed. I don't.
Well, most of the time the statement is they don't make sense. But that said, I have a few vintage ones, and I
must
like
admit,
them.
I like the Breitling Super Ocean Heritage chronograph. I think they look really nice, but
it's nice
again,
looking.
This is.
I have one that I have to sell because it's 46 millimeter, but if it was 42, I would love it.
You have to sell it? What do you mean by that? You bought it?
Well, I've owned it. Tanzil saw it. It's just too big. It's 46 millimeter. It's ridiculous. So I never wear it. I've worn it probably total of a dozen times. So I have it in consignment right now.
CB, $5. The bezel is very luminous. Pull up the pic. Here we go. Yeah, this is and what I like about this is they've hidden the date. The date's at the 6.
Which is a nice touch.
But it kind of destroys that counter. It's hard to work out the counter then, isn't it?
Well, you know, a number of brands do that.
Doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't. I'm just saying they do it. So Tag does that too, among others. Among others. I would love it if they just had a no date. I don't need the date. And actually, a chronograph really shouldn't have the date. A true chronograph shouldn't have a date. You know, I know they added on later, but you know, original Speedmaster, no date on it. Daytona, no date on it. But you can't have what you want, or you can't always get what you want. So I think that if I if I got a 50 fathom, I probably just get a basic 50 fathom in a nice small size rather than a chrono or whatever.
Yeah. It's an interesting watch.
Oh yeah. And it actually looks nice. And
Yes.
I'm a chrono guy. So normally I would lean to the chronograph, but I think for me, this is such a major dive watch. Like most of the chronograph dive watches I own, they're very little dive watch and mostly chronograph. I'd say this one is mostly dive watch and a little bit chronograph, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially with that bezel. You know, luminous, very
what
large.
metal is this one? CB, just put a comment there. What metal is this? Is this bronze or is it gold?
It looks like that bronze gold thing again.
Is it 9 carat? I mean, what the fuck? Who the fuck uses 9 carat? I haven't seen 9 carat in a watch. I haven't heard about that in years. What the fuck? I mean, you must admit 9 carat's probably better than 18 carat for the strength, isn't it?
Well, yeah, at least it's not going to be super soft.
I remember America used to have 10 carat. 10 carat? That was popular, 10 carat?
Oh, I remember that. 14 carat, 10 carat.
America loved 14. That was...
Yeah.
14 carat.
14 carat. A lot of people thought that meant class, pure class. 14 carat.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of watches were plated, and they were plated 14. Imagine that.
Yes. The funny thing is, you can always... Plating is different to actual solid gold. You can sort of... It doesn't look the same, does it?
Right.
You know what I mean? You can...
It always has that look to it.
Yeah, it's got that. And the telltale sign is you look at the watches that are plated, they have the steel back because that part wears out, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Well, some of them, they come with the steel back out of the factory.
Yes.
I don't know. When I didn't know, when I didn't know jack about watches, I hate to say it, but my thing was a gold-plated black dial watch. So I had like Seikos and all those other shitters that were gold-plated black dial watches. That's how I discovered the 4-digit Daytona, because I went on Google, did an image search for black dial gold watch, and the 4-digit Daytona came up, and that's when I fell in love.
Oh, I see. Got you.
Yeah. And
it's
then I went into shock when I actually looked.
Oh, you went into shock when you saw the prices. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I was at that time I was wearing Seiko shitters, so $100 was about all I'd really want to spend, And then I do this search, and back then they weren't like 100 grand, but I know they had to be at least 40.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was a little stunned to say the least.
Yeah. I know what you mean there. That's
So fast forward, and I actually was blessed enough to actually it's not a perfect one, but it is a gold 4-digit Daytona. So it's not perfect by any stretch. The dial may be, they say it may be a service dial. The loom, it was re-loomed, but it was a nice job re-looming. But
K rose gold. CB's just messaged me. It's 18K rose gold.
Ooh,
yeah,
that makes it nice.
And I mean, at the $32,000 on the other one, you'd expect it to be fucking 18 karat. Sorry.
Yeah. These 50 fathoms in gold, I remember falling for it when I saw prison photographs of Mubarak. He's in prison, right? And he's got on this gold 50 fathom. I was like, holy shit, gold? Wow.
CB, $5. I never tried it, but supposedly you can operate this chrono underwater. It also is a flyback. Wow. Wow.
Well,
I think, don't these use a OMMANEY based movement? This is like the type. I think they don't they use I thought they used OMMANEY based movement.
I don't remember it being in house. So it certainly makes sense what you're saying.
Do you think Blancpain is a luxury brand? Like, is it like Patek AP luxury? What do you think, Doc?
I think it's closer to Rolex in terms of being a luxury brand, where it's actually, a tool watch.
Well, it positions itself. It positions itself.
Isn't it the original dive watch? If you think, I mean, didn't they beat Rolex?
Well, there's been a few conflicting stuff come out about it, but
okay, but they were certainly in the mix. They were certainly close.
Well, hang on. I mean, if we go back in time before the Submariner, Rolex always mentioned waterproofing.
Sure,
that was their big Oyster. Oyster was supposed to be waterproof. So
that's how they got on the map.
Yeah, so I mean, the Submariner was just an extension
of what they were already doing. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know, because those were kind of waterproof. Because that was the big thing with watches. The thing that kills so many vintage watches is water gets in and it fucks up the dial, and then it fucks up the movement, doesn't it? You get seepage in there. And, this is the thing with Rolex. It is so robust because it is that waterproof enclosure. That's the whole thing to it.
When I'm not wearing Rolex, I really like my Breitling 765. That is also supposed to be one that I can go underwater with. I don't know why, but I would never test it. I'm pretty sure that you're really only supposed to go underwater and not touch any of the, you're not supposed to touch the chronograph mechanism, but I was reading somewhere where you could. I was like, that's stupid. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, I agree with CB. Don't do it. Don't touch it. Leave it be. Walk away from that concept.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
I can't see in the photograph. Are those pushers screw down? On the...
Well, if you can operate it underwater, I don't know. See, normally I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I
can't tell from the angle of the photograph whether these pushers are screw down pushers or not.
Do you want to get a Blancpain yourself? How do you feel about Blancpain?
Like I said, I mean, if a 50 fathoms came out in approximately 41 millimeter, and it was, let's say, under 10 grand, then I probably strongly consider it. Always been on my list of a cool watch to have, but I can't do it at 46. I've already got a 46 millimeter Breitling Super Ocean.
Yeah.
That I never wear because it's 46.
We've got another super chat here. CB, $5. It's a Frederick Piaget. It's a Frederick Piguet Piguet movement. Frederick, that's a good movement. That actually, that's not a cheap movement. That's a very good movement. Frederick Piguet.
It's like they went to a lot of trouble with that movement.
That's a good movement. Nothing wrong with that.
They were looking for a feather in the cap.
We got Tiktology here. Thoughts on blue bezel, white dial Pro Prof as a unique diver to add to a collection. Actually, I got a friend of mine who's got a white dial Pro Prof. I fucking love it. I fucking love the white dial Pro Prof. I think it's fucking amazing. That's what I think. I think it's really, really cool.
I think any Pro Prof is kind of cool because you know immediately what it is. It's just so unique.
Yeah.
There's no confusion. There's no confusion with what is that. You know.
No, that's a fair point there. I gotta tell you, the Pro Prof Omega, that's a fucking chunky monkey. Pro Prof White. Let's call that fucker up on the screen. I love it on the shark mesh. I've always loved this.
Oh yeah. If you get one of these, you need it on
1,200 meters. 1,200 meters water resistance. 1,200 meters. I mean, that's fucking incredible. It's
which movie was that it featured in? I can't think of the movie.
You can get it on rubber as well there, but I just think
you got to get it on the mesh.
That's the back of it. It's a uniblock, monoblock. It's a monoblock, I think it is. 5-year warranty. Look at the thickness, 17.5 mil. Fuck, it's thick. It's just a bar of metal, stainless steel. It's a chunk. Look at that. That's just.
I like. Leave it to Artie Lang to come up with a bank pain in terms of that expensive watch that you were looking at. That's a good one.
I think blank pain. Tell me this. When I think blank pain, the other expensive diver is the AP offshore diver. You know, what do you think of that? That's sort of the two.
I'd go with this actually, honestly. I know that the AP is worth more, blah blah blah. But...
No, forget. Don't worry, these are no longer investments.
But in terms of
Danny, we got Surty. Hey, Surty, it's Surty.
You're right.
What's going
on
there,
man? Did you wear one of these?
If I were to get one of these, it'd have to be an old one, a vintage one, like from 80s.
Okay.
But I guess the question is, would you get a white? Would you get the albino version, or would you get a black dial?
Black dial.
Would you consider
it's a bit poncy, this.
It's a little too. Can I say this without sounding? It's a little too white.
Yeah,
is Rancher still there? I think he gets offended when I say that, but
it's I think it's taking away from what it is. It's making it look fancy rather than the tool it is.
Okay.
I think it's rather blinding when it's in white, unless you balance it. So if you put it on the shark mesh, I think that tones it a little bit.
Yeah, that'd make a massive difference. I even put a black strap on it. I'd fucking ruin that white strap in about a day. Yeah, see what's better
when you have it on the shark mesh, then it works a little bit. It's a little easier to handle it.
It's more subtle in it.
Yeah.
Do you like it in the blue? Remember they did that special blue, the 75th anniversary version with that. They copy the James Cameron feel with that. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of that?
Oh yeah.
I like it. I like that. I quite like that.
I think it'd be uncomfy to wear.
Well, it's a large watch.
Oh,
right?
it's just a block of steel.
Just getting your
steel. I mean,
it's getting your way, wouldn't it?
What's the size?
It's the sort of watch you wear when you.
Go back up, Archie.
When you where?
Look at that cunt, he's wearing it on his fucking elbow. That's how big it is.
But what's the size? What's the size?
It's not his elbow. Where's his
Look,
elbow?
it might as well be. Go down. You can fucking scrolling too fast. Go down a bit.
What's the size? What is the size?
A bit more. There, look,
45
it
mil.
might as well be on his elbow. Look how far up that is.
What's the size?
Scratch his nose with
45.
Yeah, that's right up there with the Breitling I never wear.
that. Fucking hell, you might well put it on your mantelpiece and call it a clock.
I knew there was a reason I didn't own one.
They're an ultimate diver. They were the ultimate diver for a long time before Rolex went silly.
I think a lot of these 45, 46
In black,
millimeter divers, the intention is to wear it on the outside of your suit. So even if you have a 7-inch wrist when you're wearing
you
the
dive
suit, now it's a 9-inch wrist.
I suppose it's for a purpose, innit? And when it were first constructed, it were all singing, dancing, and it were made for diving. I suppose that's what it is.
But I mean, you know, it's huge. But aesthetically, yeah, it's a great looking watch. Great looking watch.
They did a version of this like a Seiko, didn't they? And they put that Millennium Falcon over top of it. Did you ever see it?
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
What
you're right.
movie is that from? That's from a movie, right?
Is it in a movie? I've just seen it on a picture a few years ago. Someone had one on one of these watch forum things I were on.
Very interesting choice there, Danny. Very interesting. It's I mean, this is a tough. You'd step out of a Lamborghini with this watch on, wouldn't you?
Fucking probably get stuck in door with it, wouldn't you? It's that big.
Or you'd step out of that truck. You know the. You like trucks, by the way? You're in the UK. Do you like trucks?
My brother had one of them Rangers. He liked that.
Yeah. Oh, the Ford
He's got
Ranger.
Yeah, and it's got Range Rover now. My uncle's got a fucking funny one with all carbon bonnet and that.
Gasoline is so expensive in the UK. That's the problem, isn't it?
Fucking loaf of bread's expensive in UK at the minute, aren't you?
You're joking.
Everything's dear. Everything's just gone through the roof, and everyone blames it on this bullshit thing called COVID.
Ha! Ha!
Doc knows. They had a fucking war in Ukraine, Archie, and it fucking prices went up here. What's up? Why is it going up here?
But it wasn't the Ukraine war.
Shortage of energy prices. That's
COVID.
They fucking got blowing windmills round here to power electric, so there's no excuse.
It doesn't generate enough, but.
Well, what about when people go solar powered and they give energy back?
But they give energy back in the fucking middle of the day when they don't need it. They need it at nighttime and evening time.
But
the wrong time of the day.
That's majority bullshit anyway. The well over 50% of the energy towards electric whatever.
The
is
fact
petrol.
The fact is, the charge on components because enough people need them, and there's no escaping it. So you need water, you need gas, and you need electric. So they can charge what they want, and no one's going to say no because you need it.
You want to know the reason that one of the reasons they're pushing electric so hard? You really want to know?
That?
Control of the population.
Oh, it's
Think
all
about
control. Depopulation, and it's all control.
But think about it. Gasoline powered car, as long as you can buy some gas and put it in the tank, you can go wherever you want to go.
New gasoline, they control you in a gas. With my BMW, if you miss more than 2 payments, it won't start.
But what Doc's saying is right.
You know, they got new technology. Not only does it not start, but it actually drives back to the dealership.
Well, actually, there's a way, sort of like with thieves when they hotwire a car. There is a way to get around, to work around that, but then you have to be a tech person to do it. It's complicated.
Exactly.
Or you could have an E46 that still has a key that you put in, and no matter what they do, they can't stop you.
Just clone key, don't you? That's all you do.
Did you
Clone
know
key.
if there's a
Change now.
nuclear explosion, all the transistors would pop? Did you know all the chips would pop? You know that, don't you?
Well, at that point, you know, you're just trying to you're deciding between a fast death and a slow death if they're stupid enough to actually start one of these wars.
So what I'm saying is anything with fuel injection will not work.
Well, in the end,
You'd
it
need
won't
carburetors, Doc. Carburetors.
Well, we need food. Yeah.
Are you a big fan of Big Farm? Are you a fan of Big Farm?
Big Farm. Is
You
that?
mean
Is that?
like Bill? You mean like Bill Gates' farm and stuff?
Pharmacy, big pharmaceutical companies.
Big.
Big
Well,
Farm.
you know, they've made massive profits off of this COVID thing. Think
Doc, did you
about
ever get
that.
vaccinated? Doc,
Don't
Should
fucking get me started on vaccination.
did you ever
Should
get
I
vaccinated?
change my
Doc?
logo?
You were there, Clyde?
Let me change my logo. We're done with car talk, aren't we? So
We're
I
fucking
can
done with
answer
car
the
talk,
question
so
for him.
started.
Let me see. Where is it?
Don't get me fucking started.
I'll get there. Here we go.
Don't get the rancher upset because rancher is a pro-vaxxer. I'm a pro-vaxxer too. By
I
the
was
way.
until the first one put me in the hospital, and the second, put me in the ER, and the second one put me in the hospital. No, I'm not getting a fucking third one. Fuck that.
Every
you
cunt
only
that
had
got
two.
was
Can
dying.
you? What was that,
Everyone's
Danny?
Everyone that's got the vaccination is dying. All the true bloods like me and you that ain't got nothing are still here talking.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, don't get me
People have
started.
had attacks,
Well,
blood clots. all-
Here's
I was-
the craziest part. Up until this particular virus, every other virus that's ever been around, the advice was that the virus itself would give you more protection than a vaccine. And the vaccine was to approach the protection of actually getting sick with the actual virus. But somehow with COVID, the recommendation, even if you've had it already and you're already protected with natural immunity, is to get vaccinated anyway. First time ever. So that's what I think of pharma, because pharma's paying for that. They're paying people to suddenly become stupid.
Yep. It's down to bees and honey.
I see.
Is this going to harm your channel, by the way? The way I've kind of overlapped two expressions that normally the two expressions by themselves would cancel your channel, but I put it together, it should be okay.
He talks about handbags. I won't worry.
Danny. We've got another super chat. CB, $5. Got my 6th COVID shot last week and still alive.
Fucking hell, he'll have a loyalty card.
Fingers crossed. I got my fingers crossed for you, my friend. You know, they did a study where it was
West
a
Clive
huge
was
number.
escaped,
They did a study where they were testing people for myocarditis, whether they were symptomatic or not. It was just based upon whether they got the vaccine. And I think it was 1 in 30. 1 in 30 had myocarditis, even if they didn't know it. And if you think about it, 1 in 30, that's a very big number for that kind of side effect. Very big number. You would expect it and hope for it to be more like 1%. You know, you would hope for it to be something like 1% because myocarditis is a big deal rather than 1 in 30.
Archie, remember when you had your vaccination and you couldn't get an ad on?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Oh,
right.
jeez.
That's right. Yeah.
It fucking says it
I'm
all.
not the
doesn't it?
only one. I'm not the only one who's had that problem. You know that?
No, I'm not ostracizing you. I'm just saying.
No.
We appreciate your candidness in telling people about the side effects.
Yeah. Thanks, Danny, for bringing it up again. We thought
No,
we'd swept that under the carpet, but
well,
hey.
someone's got to bring it up because your fucking vaccination didn't it? You were down for the weeks.
Rumor has it that Mookie's making a video about that. So,
But actually, this is why I like you, because you're open and you just don't give a shit.
No,
This is what I
no,
like. This is why you come.
totally, I agree with you there. No, it's it was fucking weird. It's Big Farm has got a lot to be. But I still remember when a lot of people were dying in New York. Remember that, like in Italy, people were dying, and was that real or is that all fake now? Do we say that was fake?
How many people did you see dying streets with this virus that was so deadly? Because I didn't see one.
Doc, did you see that or not? In Italy, all these people were dying.
They finally admitted that they overestimated the number of deaths, and they finally admitted that a lot of people were dying with COVID rather than from COVID.
Yes.
Someone died of that.
That's finally been
COVID.
Yeah.
So
that's
the numbers were overblown. It was always something on the order of the level of mortality was always on the order of influenza.
It's just a posh flu, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you think about it, like for a while, it was like the politics meant that certain parties were taking the vaccine while the other party wasn't. Well, if that was going on, then suddenly you should have an imbalance in the parties. You shouldn't have the near 50-50 split like we always have.
It's a load of shit, Archie. Fucking everyone were getting fined for going out. Yeah, Boris Johnson were partying and getting pissed up with people, and that other doctor would drive into fucking Scotland from London to drop his kid off for childcare. What a load of old shite.
I don't know if that's a joke, Timber Tramp, and certainly I hope it is, but if not, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's exactly it. It is. That's exactly it there. I want to say, guys, it's been a very interesting show. We had the Rancher on. That was good old days. It's a shame we didn't have Marky on, Rancher. Oh, Rancher's fallen off, but that was...
Rancher's fallen off. But it was basically like Saturday Night Live with Clive. The old days.
It was a lot of fun. And
is there any dungeons that are going on after this?
Yes, we're linking to the dungeon. Yes, we are, sir. We are linking to the dungeon.
And actually, back in the day when you were doing Saturday Night Live with Clive and Friday Night with Clive, weren't those shows only about an hour? Am I losing my mind on that?
Man, Jimmy.
Yep, they were.
Jimmy!
Jimmy C and friends, $5. I ain't had the jab or a flu shot in over 20 years. Still alive.
Exactly, Jimmy. Exactly.
That's exactly
the people who really needed it were the people who were highly at risk, morbidly obese and perhaps very, very old. When I say that, I mean over 80 or something. Maybe they needed it,
Guys, let's go and thank our wonderful supporters. And guys, don't forget, PayPal, a donation. Help me cover my costs. I've spent all the money. I've overspent, but hey, that's my own stupidity. It's no one's fault. The Magpie, Patel Philippe, ABC, CB, Jason M, CB. That CB's been very good. The Magpie, Malik Diamond, Patel Philippe. Patel always helps me on the shows.
It's a good bloke.
The Mask, he's a great guy. Patel Philippe, Golden Baba, Patel Philippe. Look at that. Without Patel for Philippe, we would be fucked as fucked eye. Patel Philippe, Golden Baba, KB Lake, Patel Philippe, Golden Baba, Patel Philippe, Fern J75, Golden Baba, Huff on Smash, CB, Bursa, Joe, Golden Baba, CB, Golden Baba, CB, Patel Philippe, Thomas G, Golden Baba, CB, Golden Baba, Artie Langensoon, CB, Patel Philippe, CB's been a great support. CB, Tiktology, CB, CB, and Jimmy C and friends. Thank you, Jimmy. I really do appreciate it. And I sent him a super chat last night to pay him for a show he did for me. So thank you, Jimmy. I always like to catch up and make sure everyone's paid. Guys, I want to thank
it seems that CB's the legend of the evening. And,
and Patel
everybody
Philippe,
out in the audience, well, Patel Philippe is without saying. And then everybody, please hit the like button, thumb up if you've enjoyed the show. And if you haven't enjoyed the show, also thumb up.
And we were running the poll. Should you sell your crypto crap to pay for your $69,000 truck? 68% said sell it. There you go, guys. That's what they're saying. So seriously, the other thing you could do is,
crypto
on a
is
serious
volatile.
note, if you've got the truck payment, sell the crypto crap, pay the truck off, but keep making that payment to yourself to invest. I don't know if I would put it into crypto crap or put it into the share market. A Vanguard. Isn't that what they have in America? You guys like a Roth IRA or a Vanguard? Isn't that what you guys do in America?
You could even invest in precious metals like bronze, gold, and things like that.
Yeah, I probably put it into the Vanguard, to be honest with you. I think
put it in gold and silver. It's always safe. It's the oldest currency in the world.
Yeah. No, that's okay, guys. That's the advice. We'll be back tomorrow. I love you so much. Take it easy, Danny. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Doc,
Cheers.
It's always great to have you on.
Thank you, sir.
And we will see you tomorrow, guys. Fantastic show. Talking watches. I love my watches. I'm thinking about getting another watch out of the safe soon, but I can't. I'm gonna wear the bluesy to Melbourne and to New York. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, I
That's
think
a beautiful
that watch is you. I think if you ever sold that watch, you'd fucking whinge and bitch about it all the time, and you'd regret it.
That could be a one and done, isn't it? That could be the one and done, isn't it?
I think for you, yeah. And I think I'll tell you what else. I think a pre-ceramic Pepsi would suit you.
Exactly.
Pre-ceramic Pepsi. They're expensive.
Everything's expensive, actually.
I know. A loaf of bread is
Isn't that
expensive.
the point in the show called the Archie-Luxury show?
I know.
Archie discount show.
I know. I get it. Okay. See ya tomorrow, guys. Love you all.
See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.